All right, so you've been traveling together for a number of days, long enough for small talk for all of you to realize that you're all traveling here for your own various reasons. And then,
Adventure!
yes, adventure, making names for yourselves, all sorts of fun things like that. And so as the cart comes into Fall Crest, he said, moving everybody to the map.
I'm sorry, Sovek. I didn't realize you sent a message about have I been to Fallcrest before.
Well, it's too late. I have now just assumed you have never been here before.
Nope, that's fine.
Okay.
And you're now riding into town down here at the south of the map, where it says Fallcrest.
Nice.
Toward icon number 25.
Hey.
Oh,
Okay.
going the wrong way in my book.
You want us to put our tokens down there?
Nope, you don't need tokens yet.
Well, we're finally in town.
So you're coming up to the King's Gate, the Southern's Gate. The gate was destroyed long ago when the city was attacked and has not been entirely rebuilt. One of the two towers of the gate is nothing but rubble. Several large gaps remain in the town walls south of the bluffs through which anyone could enter the city. Despite this, it still uses a guard post by the guards, which you see as the little caravan you've been traveling with comes upon it. A man comes up to you and asks the business of everyone as they pass by the gate one by one. We will start with the tag number between 1 and 100.
3.
Okay, nowhere fucking close. Flux, number between 1 and 100.
21.
Nope.
38.
Zod.
50.
Zod is the closest without going over, so he is, by the rules, the price is right, he is the first one through the gate. What do you tell the sergeant of the guard who asks you your business?
Hello. I'm here to explore the countryside and all of that it's worth. You know, learn more about what I've read in books.
Another one of you guys. All right, this sign here. He holds out a piece of paper on a little plank, kind of like a clipboard, and holds a little ink pen out to you.
Ah, thank you. My name is. I write down my name nice and fervishly.
He just seems as disinterested as humanly possible as he waves you past. Let's see. Neotag would have been the next closest with his guess. So Neotag, you go through Dex. Name while you're coming through.
My name is Farvis. My town and my family says my powers are too great to stay there, so I've been sent here to become an adventurer.
He just kind of stares at you with as little interest as possible and holds up the clipboard sign here.
Thank you.
Probably want to talk to the wizard. All right. Was it Flux or Curiostic? I think it was Flux. Yeah. Flux, you're next.
My name is Apronea Tully. I'm here to meet with Nimazar in the Green.
Oh, you're also seeing the wizard. Okay. At least you know his fucking name. Sign here.
I do so.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, we're going to the same place? Can I join you?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
All right. Lastly, he turns to Carrie and just kind of looks him up and down. It's like, so you hear wreck shit.
Here for the Adventurers Guild.
We don't exactly have one of those, but there's a bar those swords hang out at.
Sign here. I sign my name, Narina Nadis.
And with that, he kind of just goes with the various merchants and travelers, as you are now in the southern part of the city, which is, for the most part, just kind of wrecked and very underdeveloped, as most of the lower part of the city is. It's near here where you would find the bar he mentioned.
Right. I go into the bar. What does it look like inside?
The bar is the Blue Moon Ale House, a brew house on the banks of the Moonwash Stream. It's the best tavern in Fallcrest. The owner is a rather strange fellow. He's a bit hairy, and they have a local brewmaster, halfling, who is in the bar talking to people and bragging about how good their brews are, making it very obvious who makes the fucking beer around here. She's happy to let the strange hairy man behind the counter run things, while she spends her time talking to admirers and perfecting her craft. Various traders and gruff adventurer types are here, as this is where most people from the south first enter the city. There's a wall with a board on it with various pamphlets posted by the guard and citizens asking for assistance with various things. And the bartender himself has a little board behind him as well, with a few other postings that look a little more official, like they came straight from the Lord Warden himself or other influential members of the city.
Just to get an idea of like what the difference will be between, I'll take a quick look at like the random board where people put stuff up. What kind of jobs do they have listed? Just for the sake of argument.
A lot of it's things like recruitment posters for the town guard, as well as the Lord Warden's personal militia. People asking for various handymen or people to go look out for people they think are, stalking them, or other kind of like paranoid things that most people don't seem to be paying any attention to. So it's a lot of little menial things that most adventurers don't waste their time on. It's more something for like the locals and traders and such.
Apater, do you know the way?
Aprenia. Yes, it's right this way.
All right, let's head there then.
Okay, so while Kiri's looking around the bar, we're gonna cut to Flux and Neotag, and I don't know where you're going, Zon? Question mark.
Appaner, may I follow in suit?
I don't see.
Very well.
Right now.
Parties then.
Yes, small, quieted one.
Yes, I'm gonna be a wizard. Well, I already am a wizard. Never mind. We can talk.
Wizard?
You're a wizard,
so
Farvis.
much.
For the record, Kiri, the bar you're at is where that 23 is. Just
okay, I see it.
The rest of you.
Oh, never mind.
What was that?
I was just gonna say that's what I look like, so it's clear I'm a wizard.
So, what's the weather like today? Like,
It's quite pleasant. The weather's a lot like how it looks on this map. It's sunny, it's green, it's springtime.
okay, and make sure to have my cloak on.
Okay, so the rest of you are heading to the Septarch's Tower, which is number 22 on the map. So you're actually having to go up and around the cliffs to get to the tower on its little lone hill that it's on next to the bluffs. The tower itself is a lonely structure, tall, seven-sided spire of pale green stone.
How bad are the cliffs?
They're pretty sheer.
Oh.
These are clearly like steep cliffs that the actual trail up the cliff, for what you can see while you were on the switchback trail going up, is that there's another switchback trail that leads up on this side of the river, a large set of stairs that was carved into the bluffs in order to allow easier passage up for locals and those who don't need to bring carts and horses or just on foot. And as well as in the distance, you can just make out another switchback trail on the other side of the falls, heading up along the far bank.
Does it look like these cliffs were made this way, or is this a natural?
This is very natural.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons. It's actually one of the reasons this position was originally chosen as the site of the town, is the natural defensibility of the bluffs. The city eventually grew past the upper level into the lower level where the city's poor originally spread out until orcs came and attacked a few centuries ago and sacked the lower part of the city.
So basically, like from going like 19 to 22, is there like a bridge that goes over that, or is it like you go down and like you got to like a hike climb up? Yeah, like from right here to there.
Yeah, there's a bridge that connects the bluff to that other hill.
Don't know why you care, Kiri. You're getting.
I was just curious from what I was seeing on the map.
Yeah, there's an intact but clearly neglected stone bridge that connects the two. The tower itself, as I was saying, is a 7-sided spire, pale green stone. Doesn't match anything else in the town.
Does it look far older, or does it look just more decorative?
From what you saw as you get up to the top, a lot of the buildings here do look much older than the ones where you were. In fact, most of the buildings where you first came to town almost look new. Whereas a lot of the rocky things you're seeing, that's actually rubble of the old town that was sacked. So you could assume that this whole lower area down here is mostly rebuilt out of the ruins of the city. Whereas up here this is the old town. You can tell the tower is probably here for as long as the town was, but the buildings near it on the other side of the cliffs are newer than the tower, as if the town grew toward the tower over time.
Okay.
Yeah, the tower's also in a bit of disarray, like no one's really been maintaining it. It still looks perfectly livable. It's just the stone's beginning to crack, and the windows, you can see like where the shutters for the windows are, they're kind of hanging off their hinges a little. They look like any stiff breeze could just send them flying off the side of the tower any minute. Inside the tower, you find a little halfling running about, grabbing things back and forth across the ground floor room and bringing them to and from an elderly man hunched over a book on a table, wearing a large green robe.
Just as a point of order, and if anybody is an Eladrin, can I know in advance, because Farvis has to just do something if there's an Eladrin.
Yes, you can know that if he's a Eladrin. He is not an Eladrin.
Didn't he say he was a halfling?
No, there's a halfling bringing things to this old man.
Hello, small one. Do you need help?
No time. Gotta help the master. The old man kind of croaks at you after. Stop bothering the lad.
I'm terribly sorry. How are you today, good sir?
What is that? What do you want?
Well, that would be a question more for these two. I kind of step behind these two.
He turns around. He's a very elderly looking human. The sight's being the fade from his eyes. He just kind of points a crooked finger at Zon's character. He's like, "Why are you here? If they're the ones who want something."
I just come around to inspect, to journey, learn so much from books, but learning it in real life is pleasant. But I have taken to follow these two companions of mine, and I believe the small one has business with you. Can't remember if the other one does.
Sound like a nerd. What do you two want?
I was sent to this town to become an adventurer. I'm a wizard.
Oh, really? He seems to perk up unusually quick at that, and kind of slinks over to you almost uncomfortably so, and just kind of puts an arm around you. It's like, any chance you bring any coin?
I have 14 coin left for the journey. Why?
He just kind of walks off at that. It's like, can't help you.
Okay.
Whoa, what do you mean you can't help them?
Not enough money.
Well, what's your price?
It's 50 gold to join the guild.
50 gold? Is that per person, or is that for...
Yes. damn
Well,
tower doesn't maintain itself, you know. And this one, he kind of points at the halfling, almost clotheslining him as he does, not really paying attention. The halfling just kind of quickly ducks as if he's used to this by now. This one barely does anything around here. It's completely useless. But, you know, his goal's good, so I guess I'll teach him whatever he can learn. Swear. I'll be 150 by the time he learns how to do fucking prestidigitation.
Oh, you mean this? And
I'm trying. You just hear the halfling.
I make the little halfling's clothes turn to a red color. You mean this?
He screeches in terror and drops all the books, ink pens, and everything else he's carrying. It just kind of like falls over. Oh no! Look what you did.
I'm gonna walk over.
Oh, that was enjoyable. Can you do that again?
I can do this too, and I make a ghost sound. Go woo! Out of
Oh,
nowhere.
how delightful! I love you.
I told you, completely useless. He gets spooked by his own magic.
That seems. I didn't. That seems odd. I'm gonna start mage handing the books to try and help pick them up.
Careful, careful. Last time he bumped into my unseen savage, he fainted. I don't even know how you bump into an unseen servant, but somehow he managed it.
Oh, you magic types are wonderful.
I just
Anyway,
up to
so
20
I
pounds
can't
of
help you,
books.
your paw, and I don't deal with the paw. How about you? How about you, sir? He looks over at you, Flux.
Oh, greetings, Septalk. I'm just here to reaffirm that I'm in town. We already previously agreed upon my internship here.
Oh yes, you. I remember. Yes.
Just
Yes.
making my presence known.
Thank you. At least someone around here remembers to show respect to their elders. It just shoots a glare at the other two of you. I don't even know my fucking name, and you come and see me with this nonsense. I don't even have enough coin.
I get up close to the man. It's like, I'm sorry. How old are you?
I'm 105, if you must know. And breathe your rancid breath on me again, and I'll have what's left of your heart in my hand in moments.
That's nice. I walk away. Now,
Sir, do you...
He's
Farvis,
holding onto your cloak as you do that. It's like, have Flown walking in the sun without this.
can I have that back, please?
Fine. Just no more threats.
I wasn't threatening. I just asked how old you were.
Yes,
Sir. Well,
I know, and you were doing so in a way that those of your kind try to do when they think they're being clever and threatening in an oh so subtle manner.
But you seem to have hard of hearing. I was just making sure that you were able to hear.
What's part of this conversation?
predigitation a thunderclap. Excuse me. Can I?
Oh, how cute! What do you want?
Maybe we can work out a deal. Do you need help with something?
I need help with a lot of things. Be specific.
Is there anything? I don't know. I'm new to town. It's my first time.
Okay. Let's start with what you want, and I'll tell you what I'll ask you to do to get it.
I want to become an adventurer. My family and my town told me I had to. They said I was too powerful and I wasn't allowed to stay in town.
I'll be the talent. What do you got? What do you do?
How big is the tower?
It's wide enough that I'd say it's about 50 feet across.
All right. Is there any?
It's not the biggest tower, but like you imagine, like between the various floors of how tall it is and the width of it, a dozen or so people could probably comfortably live in this place full time and not feel claustrophobic.
All right. I'm gonna start shooting off some scorching bursts in the air, and then is there a waste basket?
There is. It's overflowing with various things.
I'm gonna mage hand some waste in the air and then magic missile it. I can do all this. I also could do 2 other things, but I can only do one every day, and the other one weird.
He's just kind of stroking his very thin Fu Manchu beard and mustache. Like, all right, okay.
I also can do this, and I touch.
Maybe I do.
I touch the tip of my staff, and I make light, and then
okay.
I also
son, I'm gonna stop you there. You had me at the fire. All right.
Oh.
The fire was good enough. The rest of it, I mean, frankly, it's just a waste of both our time. Anyway, so I think I got something for you. So I've been talking with the Lord Warden because he's got an issue, and only when he's got an issue is you want to talk to old Nesmazin. But anyway.
I understand that.
Anyway,
did
so
that.
I think that something's going on around here, these parts. See, the kobolds have been getting really uppity lately. I mean, like really uppity. We're losing caravans out in the west like almost every day. That's not usual. We usually maybe every couple of months someone might go missing, and we're like, oh, it's those damn kobolds. But it's getting ridiculous. So have me look into it, and I think there's something bigger going on than just kobolds. I say you go talk to him, see what he thinks about sending you and your friends here to go take a look at this. And if he agrees, and you can prove that I'm right, and get him to say he's sorry for doubting me that there's something more than just kobolds going on, and you can use my old teleportation circle up on the top floor whenever you want. Granted, it's useless to you if you don't find another teleportation circle linked to it, but hey, you're halfway there already. And I'll let you join for free. What do you say?
Sounds like a good deal to me. Would that be okay with you? Flux, you always pick these weird names. It's
Apronir.
Apronir, would you be interested in coming with us? And you, it was
Van.
What's this not
Nadra? Vander?
I'll be glad to join you in this journey.
You made that sound weird, but yeah, sure.
There you go.
I'm gonna turn around from helping Tobalar. I'll join.
He's been very gracious to you the whole time you've been helping him.
By the way,
not used to getting help.
the whole time that we were talking, besides when I was doing the spells, I had my mage hand helping pick up book. I thought I mentioned that.
Which I will point out was spooking the crap out of that halfling, but he was accepting of it.
Well, then.
In fact, you get the distinct impression that you have no idea why this halfling ever would have thought that he wanted to be a mage.
Well, I'm not good. Didn't we have another person we were traveling with?
Yes, you're right. Where did that one go to? I think Bar?
You can see the wizard just kind of sitting there, fingered steepled, as if he's waiting to see if you have any more business with him, or because he's with this kind of like get the fuck out if you don't need to be look on his face.
Thank you, sir. And I will personally just like you know the awkward kid who waits at the door. He's thumbing. He's playing with his thumbs, waiting for.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're doing. He's just kind of like going shoo 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 with his hand.
Let's go. I pat my hand on his back, and let's be off.
Good day, Septok.
Ah, that's good. Good day to you. This you show respect. Thank you. I'll get back to my work. You, halfling, come on. Work to do. We're gonna cut back to Kiri here for a moment. So, Kiri, you've been at the bar for a good while now.
Yep.
Drinking, looking around, talking to people. You get the impression that the bartender, a gentleman by the name of Grizzlor, he's the one who kind of keeps the good information for people who actually want to get out there and make some real money. And that he's got some good leads today. If you wanna, settle up and talk to him, or okay, he looks at you, and I actually have a picture I want to show you all as he's cleaning a glass over here. Ah, hello. What can Grizzlord do for you?
Where it is that you have some good jobs. Make some good.
Ah, yes, Grizzlord knows many good jobs. What kind of job would Grizzlord get?
Would be a really good paying job. Something where.
Ah, you want good paying? Hang on, let Grizzlord look. He turns around, he kind of rifles through some of the stuff on his board and also on the table next to it. No. Yes. I've been hearing that across the way down the street a bit that the dwarf running the armory, Grizzlor, hears that he'd been having some problem with his cargo. Kobolds keep attacking his caravans, and the last one I hear, he lost something very valuable. Grizzlor's very sad for him. Grizzlor wish he could help, but Grizzlor doesn't know what he lost. He doesn't seem to want to talk about it. I guess he's something special for something he's making. But if you go talk to him, Grizzlor has a thing here. He takes the thing off the
Right.
wall and hands it to you. Just hand that to him, and
Will
he'll
do.
know old Grizzlor sent you.
Yes,
And he'll
will
tell
do.
you what's wrong. Okay, can Grizzlor help you with anything else? Perhaps.
I figure
Pour you a
another one
drink.
for on the road. Another one for the.
I still can't believe it's
There you
fallen
go.
so far after
He,
only
he pours you a drink and also puts a little umbrella in it. There you go. Grizzlor thought drink could use a little.
Thank you,
flair.
Grizzlo. And I have the drink.
Grizzlor is welcome to thank.
And Sophic, what was the name of the blacksmith again?
The blacksmith, whose name is on
The sheet, the paper.
the yeah, here it is. It's Teldorathan Goldcap.
Tadlo Rathan.
Teldorthan. Teldorathan.
All one word.
Teldorthan Goldcap.
Formula Fox said that's
Yeah,
what
Teldorthan
happens
and then
when
Gold
you
Cap's
try
one
to
word.
experiment instead of actually
He
making
runs the armory
experiments,
shop
just
at
making yourself
24
do.
down the road there from the bar.
Okay. And I work on finishing the drink. How was it?
It's very nice. It's a little fruity, but it's got a
That's
bit of a
good.
kick. There's a good undertone of
Alright.
cherry.
Nice.
Oh god, I actually have to Google a fucking word. Hang on. The fuck is a garrulous fellow? I hope that means grumpy. That's the only thing I can think it fucking means.
So,
Oh no, that is actually not what it means. Okay, cool. I can actually have fun with what that means. Anyway,
What?
so
Yes, I
I
do.
assume you walk over to the armor.
Bite.
Okay, you enter, and there's a dwarf man in there, kind of busying himself about helping a couple customers and chatting away, and occasionally going over to his forge to check on something. And he usually comes like,
Okay.
"Oh, hello, come in. Can I help you
Yes,
with
it
anything?
is.
Nice weather today, yes."
gr-
Oh, wonderful. Weather wasn't so
Yes.
great last week, but this thing, it is what it is. So what
Grizzler
can
sent me.
I do for you?
Said you could use some help.
Oh, Grizzler
I
said you
show
can
the
get the
paper.
papers. Good papers, good. Nothing like good paperwork. Paperwork is what makes the world go round. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Yes, that's all good. This is indeed the paperwork I sent you, and you have now come to me with the paperwork. So, I lost something in a cargo shipment recently. I think the kobolds have taken it. They've taken a lot of things out that way lately. Very, very nasty business, those kobolds. Don't know what's so uppity about them lately. But he kind of leans in close. I was expecting a bit of green dragon hide in that shipment for something I'm making for the Lord Warden. And get it back for me. Or
Yes,
gold
will
for
do.
you. Okay. Well, all you need to do is he takes out a map of the area and points at a spot a ways west of the city and says, "This is all Manor Hall here. We call it Kobold Hall these days because, well, kobolds. What else would you call a place infested with kobolds? You want to go around calling it Goblin Hall? Anyway, we know that they work out of there, but it always seemed too much of a ass to just drive them out. They were harmless enough, but lately, not so much. Guards are a little busy with other things, so you go here, and you see about getting me back that bit of hide.
All right.
That's all you gotta do. Oh, excellent. Can I do anything for you while you're here today? Get you anything you might need for your journey. Make you something. Sell you something. Pass the time. Shoot the shit. Hang on. Patrick. Put that down. Put that down. That's expensive. You see a little boy just put down a sword.
Accuracies.
There you go, lad. There you
Quick
go.
question, Sophic. Like, the gold spent for, like, items, wouldn't that have already been done at character creation or just roleplay getting that stuff here? Okay.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, good.
You would have already gotten all that stuff. This would be your chance to basically buy any basic equipment that you
Didn't think of at the time.
didn't think of at the time that you think you might need for going to a decrepit manor hall to kill kobolds. Which I can't imagine you need too much that you don't already have with you. Unless you're
Yeah, I got my weapon and armor and shield. Realize I...
Oh, that's fine things for killing kobolds. I also hear there's a bounty on kobolds. You might want to go see about that. I heard the Lord Warden's finally fed up with those kobolds and going out. He's outsourcing, As I said, the guard's busy. The guard's busy. It is what it is. But you might want to talk to him. Maybe get some extra money out of this, not just besides
to the Lord Warden,
what I'm offering. But I gotta go. He runs over back to his forge. You see a fire start sparking up. Left that in too long.
Okay.
My bad.
Thank you there. And
so for the record, the word apparently means overly talkative about trivial things.
that works.
So.
So he mentioned that the Lord Warden was that was doing the bounty. All right, I'm just going to quickly ask him. So where can I see the Lord Warden?
Oh, right, of course. He kind of shouts over as he's finishing putting out the fire. So you want to go up to the top of the bluff, and then you'll see an even higher hill with some cliffs around it, even steeper, and that's where you want to go.
On the map, that'll probably be, I'm guessing, 8. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Mr. Goldcap. Do have a good day.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. But I gotta get back to reforging that. That's what I get for talking. Anyway, have a good day. Hope to hear back from you soon. Not too soon, because that means you didn't go anywhere.
And so I start heading out to the Lord Warden at 8.
Okay, and I assume that's where the rest of you are now funneling in over at that point.
Party on the way there?
Yeah, if you're all heading to the same place, you're all likely to kind of meet up with each other roughly as you get to the first crossroad before where 6 is on the map.
6 is...
That's kind of where your paths would begin to actually converge.
6. All right.
Oh! I think I see the 4th person over there. Nah.
What is
right.
on it? Oh.
Hi. Vanda, was it?
Oh, very long fucking
Vanda.
So, if you guys are interested, I got a job.
Just wanna point out you guys are currently talking in the middle of the main street of the fucking town, and there's just a lot of people like going by and kind of pressing past you.
Yes.
Yeah, let's move off to the side.
Okay. So point out because at this point you're just kind of shouting across the street at each other over like various merchants, just going like,
yeah.
I direct Narna to like 0.7.
Okay. So around 0.7.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're trying to get off the road.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, funny enough, that's actually a trading house. If anyone needs anywhere.
Yeah, I'm just realizing
there's a little.
Yeah, I just realized I
sign
don't
that
have torches.
Don't have torches?
Yeah.
Do you not have a...
I have an adventuring kit, yeah.
A pack?
Yeah, it comes with torches.
There it is. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, I see them. I see it in there. Never mind on that then. So,
Apernier, how do you know the old guy, the old wizard?
I'm actually from the city college. I came down here to Inton to become a high artificer. Being the local high septarch, I had to greet him. Then I left the town to come back to grab some things, and I've recently come back.
Oh, an artificer! I've read about those.
Artificer, what's that? I've never heard of that.
It's... how to explain it? Most magic comes from drawing upon the arcane and the elements. Mine comes from more magical items and equipment. The mathematics of magic, as opposed to just the forces of magic.
You mean like brewing potions? I can do that, though I can't make very many.
Potions are a part of it. weaponry, enchantments, all things are part of artifice. An artificer is simply one who masters artifice.
So, can you do like the fireball thing I did in Tower?
No. However, I can enchant a weapon to make it strike harder, strike truer, I can shoot lightning, little things.
That sounds very useful.
And I have a number of small items I've accrued over my travels that I can make do with. There's a very loud street
Yes. Yeah, we probably
Maybe we should get a little further away.
Pretty busy main thoroughfare being next to the.
So, how about we
main
meet right at
trade
like
house.
the base of like that mountain hill here?
Is that
Well,
where we're heading?
Yes,
8?
that and
Yeah.
heard a way of getting a little more money. Any?
We're going because we talked to the wizard at the tower over there, and he said we need to talk about killing kobolds. I think
I got
it
a
was.
job that kind of deals with that. Retrieval of an item. It would be a grand total of 200 gold as a reward, plus any bounty on kobolds we get.
There's
I'm
the
curious as to what
bounty?
exactly we need to show as proof of bounty collection.
Well, in my stories, it was usually an ear, a head,
Yes, I
hand.
just want to be sure.
We could bring a whole body.
That sounds rather gruesome, but you know.
Oh, nonsense.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked in the inside of something? It's quite wonderful.
Yes, butchering cows. It's not bad.
At that point, Narina just gives you a deadpan look. To
Which one?
To what the fuck was his name? Farvis.
Farvis. Yeah, over on the farm, I'd have to help Miss I'm just gonna say it, Miss McKillicuddy when she needed to when the cows got too old and we needed their meat.
By the way, what
I'm a
is
Minotaur.
Kiri's race?
Carries a minotaur.
Yeah, that's
female
why this
Minotaur.
is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no worse than helping to birth cows. That was interesting too.
Farvis, how about we change the topic?
Why? What's wrong?
No? Well, nothing is wrong, per se. I just, maybe but I think Narnia maybe has the point. Maybe we need to change the topic to something less gruesome,
Like what parts of the kobolds we collect.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go up the trail to the keep. I
Okay.
trust the other guys are following.
Yeah, I'm following in suit.
I'm following Arbiter because that's
Aprenir.
God damn it! I want to say
Aprenir.
Aprenir, and then every time I see it, I go Arbiter, and I'm like, that's wrong.
It's long.
Aprenir. Farvis is following Aprenir because that's who he's decided to follow at the beginning.
I bring myself closer to Narnia and I kind of say softly, "I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think he was going to start spouting off something like that. I hope you can
The
forgive me."
fault's on him, not you.
He also seems nervous. Maybe we could just go a little easy on him. If he does it again, though,
I trust that you'll slap him upside the head.
For the record, no matter you guys don't know Farvis's age, but he looks like a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
and he will forever look like a teenager. He will look like a young man.
I'm gonna move up to Narina. Excuses for the Eladrin aside. You're not really a cow, though, are you?
Not exactly a cow per se, but I figure give the little kid a scare.
Okay. I mean, people eat monkeys. Closest
Never
thing
had
they
those.
got to me.
How is it?
Chewy. Depends on the monkey.
I heard brains are a delicacy.
I assume it's like eating people. Just,
Can't
Depends
say
on
I've
the
tried
person.
that.
You and me both. Nice to meet you,
It's
Alpha.
nice
My
to
name's
meet
Apney
you
Tully.
too, Aprania. I am Narina Nadis.
What a whimsical name for a
Yeah.
whimsical beast. Well, not quite a beast.
Is this the part where we're supposed to introduce
kinda thought
ourselves
that
to
was-
each other?
I
Yes?
spin around and start walking backwards and say, "If you wish," and I spin back to go forward.
I'm Farvis Villallo. I I pull open the map. Well, my hometown's not on this map. I come from a small a nice town to the south.
I wonder if I ever frequent that town. I typically don't leave the tower.
We never picked my town name. Fuck it. Say whatever I want. I mean, I can't. I don't want to pick a town you already picked. Valewood.
Balewood, Balewood, Balewood. I think I read about that. Quite small.
Be very damned impressed if you read about Valewood.
Yeah.
I think it was in a footnote
would-
somewhere.
that.
It
Would
is-
be.
It is like the most peasanty of peasant farm villages.
It was in a footnote somewhere. Or was it in a children's storybook? I can't remember.
That would
But no,
be
the children's
weird.
storybook, frankly.
That'd be weird. No one's written about that town, our town,
Um,
But,
I mean, as
so
far as you know.
as far as I know. Yeah.
I've gotten so many books of so many times. I can't remember sometimes. Forgive me.
Who knows, Farvis? Maybe you'll be the one to make books written about the town.
That'd be interesting. I went to the Eladrin city. That place. It had a lot of books written about it. Weird place. Both not here, but here. Weird.
Much like the people.
Maria just tilts her head in confusion
Not-
and just keeps walking.
They're really uppity there. I didn't like it, so I came back.
Ah, yes.
So
Oh.
what about you, Abir? Damn it! I'm gonna. Fuck! You got a name. You
I
knew
want a running tally when this is done of how many
I
times.
thought
we
he was
attacked
offering
that stuff.
Aprania a beer.
But
Apranier. What about you? Besides your, where do you come from? What
I come from the big city.
big city?
Yes. I don't think we ever established what the name of that city was, so you just said it was to the south.
I know it's an actual city in the fucking setting. I can't remember what the goddamn name of it is now, actually.
I just made mine the fuck up.
Yeah, I know an easy way to find it.
Yes, I come from the big city.
Hmm.
It's much different from this place, but has a nice, cozy feel to it. How about you, Vander?
oh, me? Oh, my own secluded area is just a place in the middle of nowhere. My family lives in let's see how long have they been. Can't quite remember. They live in a big manor sort of thing, but I'm not a big fan of them per se.
Oh, you had one of those too.
Well, they were more interested in just learning, reading, and not really experiencing besides whatever waltzed to the door.
Oh, well, I didn't have that issue. I learned everything I could do. I know a little bit of everything. That's why I would help the farmers, the smiths, and the leather workers, and anybody I could really.
Yeah. Well, perhaps one day if we stop by, maybe we can introduce everyone. But for now, our business is with
Unless
whatever's
everyone
in
else
the
mentioned
keep.
where they're.
Yeah, we're supposed to. Did we get anything? Apranier, do you have a way to show that we were sent by Oh, I've forgotten his name already. That's
I mean, we can just most likely mention the Mazar's name, but we left him in an arena out of the
Yes.
previous conversation. It's rather rude.
I'm from the.
Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry.
Anyway, I'm from the mountains. If that would be not hard to imagine. Mountains to the west.
Why? Why is that not hard to imagine?
When's the last time you saw a minotaur on a farm?
For the record, the city flux is Borukov.
Borukov?
Bor, B-O-R, space Rukov, R-U-K-O-T-H.
For the record, Flux, Sovik, I've lived 95 years. Have I ever seen a Minotaur before?
Probably in books.
I've seen your kind in books, but I have no idea about where you typically live. Do all of your kind live there? That seems,
As far as I know.
seems sad. It'd be nice to be spread. That'd be nice to be spread out wide in the open and explore.
How else do you think we get to
all
the
that.
various mountains?
What do you do?
I kind of was a guard there. So, eventually decided just to make my way out.
Most of you got to see what I do. I do magic.
Yes.
I know, and it's quite impressive.
I didn't think so. The people at the Eladrin city, everyone could do that stuff. But as soon as I came back here, and the little graveyard, the little undead rose up and put them down. Everyone's like, "You can't waste your life living on the farm," and made me come out here. And Farvis gets very quiet. His head droops.
Made me come out here.
Farvis' head kind of starts to droop as he recounts how everyone has pressured him into becoming an adventurer.
To his
Put more
lad.
from me. Make bread.
Are you okay, Farvis?
It's okay. I didn't want to be an adventurer. I was happy to, take care of my parents on the farm. But as soon as I blew up some zombies, everybody's like, "No, you gotta go defend the people and kill things." Yeah.
Man, you blow up a zombie, that happens.
Oh,
Says the voice of God in his ear. Which he actually hears. But only him.
What was that?
it's just me. It's Vander.
Okay. No, it's happy. It's fine.
It's all good. Just happy little
Yes.
clouds.
So we're gonna go kill kobolds. Is
Well,
that
in
what we're
addition
gonna
to
do?
looking for.
Have we gotten there yet?
I've been waiting for you guys to just stop talking, frankly, because you were having a good little bit there, and I kind of
Interrupt.
didn't want to ruin
I'm
it.
sorry. I assumed we were walking.
So,
Yeah,
talking
talking.
until
yeah,
you
no,
said
I
so.
was too. So
Yeah.
I was just kind of letting this happen in real
Anyway,
time.
so, like,
Oh.
assuming we're
Oh.
not there yet, well,
Anyway.
job I got.
No, you're there now. You're there now. Alright, so you're
apologize.
outside the keep. The keep is the seat of Lord Warden Farron Marklehay. Moonstone Keep is an old castle. It sits atop a steep-sided hill overlooking the town. The outer bailey includes barracks housing up to 60 guards that you see milling about. Any given time, about 20 or so of them are off duty in the courtyard there. Other buildings in the courtyard are a stable, an armory, a chapel, and a smithy. There's also several storehouses. You see people kind of taking various foods and equipment out of every now and then. The actual keep itself, where the Lord Warden lives, is the large D-shaped building on your map at the north end of the castle. You're very quickly led inside. There's actually kind of a steady stream of people going in to see him. You get the impression that he commonly just speaks with the people of his city and various travelers.
So the guards weren't like, "Hold there." It was just like, "Get in and go talk."
Not even that. They're actually very friendly.
Moving
Kind of like,
on,
"Oh,
moving
welcome
on."
to the keep of Lord Warden." They're actually the ones who told you his name. They're more than happy to kind of answer various questions about the keep or the city while you wait in line for the small procession of people making their way into the
What
keep
was his
to
name
speak
again?
with the warden. Farren, Faren Markelhay, Markelhay.
Excuse me, God.
Yes. How can I help you, sir?
We're here to take a bounty. Need we speak to the Lord Warden for this, or can we just
He does
get it from
prefer
you?
to do such business himself. I assume, is it for a criminal or for the
Kobold.
kobolds that have been plaguing us lately?
It's for the kobolds.
Oh, excellent. He would definitely like to speak with you himself. If you are curious and want to know ahead of time before you speak with him further, I do know that the going rate currently is 10 gold per proof of kobolds. We're currently accepting their spears, which bear the tribal marking of their clan, and are fairly unique to each kobold.
Suppose it's
Thank
less
you for the
messy
help, God.
than body pots.
Oh yeah, yes. He's getting on in years and doesn't need the stress of getting blood cleaned out of his keep on a regular basis.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you very
Oh,
much.
you're very
That's
welcome.
good for me. I tend to blow them up. So the spears will
Don't
probably
worry.
save me
He
time.
makes sure to see everybody. So even if you have to wait a while, be assured he won't just simply turn people away when he grows tired. He's more than
Okay.
happy to speak with everybody.
All right, I have an actual rules question.
Yes.
When you buy a ritual, do you have to spend the cost every time you cast it, or
I think that depends on the ritual, because some rituals have a component cost, I believe, that has to be spent during the casting of the ritual, and
Okay.
some I think you can just do by doing the ritual. They just
Alright.
involve basic things like marking the ground in whatever way you can and sitting around concentrating and chanting and shit.
Okay. So essentially, it's the cost of doing the ritual.
Yeah. The initial cost is basically the cost of the various special inks and things you need to empower your ritual book with the ritual.
Probably also the cost of actually finding somebody to let you do it and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of little like incidental things that go into that cost when you add it to your book.
Alright. Well then, no, I can't make a Tenslaur's floating disc just
Flying
so people have
jet.
something to sit on.
Nice.
Disc. Flying disc.
You also have to spend that time to cast it every time you cast it,
Yeah.
doing nothing but casting it,
Yeah. All right.
which
Fair
I
enough.
think is like what 5-10 minutes
like
for
that.
Tensor's floating disc in this.
I think it's 10 minutes for it, and I mean, you said we were going to be in line for a while.
Actually, the line's moving
Decently.
fairly steadily. It's just the fact that there's so many people.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Like it probably only takes you like 20-30 minutes to actually get into the keep. Like it's like a stupid long line at like
Like
a
an
really
amusement park.
popular amusement park for like a roller coaster or something that's like just open. Like so you just gotta wait in line for like a half hour because there's like 100 people
Okay.
in front of you.
Yeah, 10 minutes casting time costs 10 gold every time I cast it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, not worth it.
But it lasts 24 hours. So
It does.
so that'll be what we carry the spears off out on, but it's
Yeah.
not something we need right now.
But yeah. So you come to his audience chamber. He's a balding middle-aged human, and he looks to you and says, "Ah, welcome. I've never seen you before. I assume you're
Correct.
travelers through my lands."
Ah,
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent. And what brings you to my court today?
I originally came in on behalf of Teldrathan Goldcap regarding issues he's been having with kobolds.
Yes, I heard he'd lost a caravan recently. He was expecting some equipment for something he was expecting to present to me that I had ordered, I believe. Yes, I assume then that the
Yep.
kobolds bring you luck.
And
We're here because somebody else. Oh, what his name?
Who else
Arbor?
would have sent you?
Apronier? Parvis?
Oh,
Apronier? You
We're here on behalf of Nemazar the Green.
I thought you were going to say that. And what exactly does the old man want you to discuss with me precisely? Is it his theory that something is driving the kobolds?
I'm gonna nod at. What's your name, Mia?
Farvis.
I'm gonna nod at Farvis. Take the lead here, Farvis. I actually wasn't listening. I was helping Topola.
He wants us to go and investigate and prove something's bigger, and then Farvis shrinks back a little bit, and then he wants to prove that he's right and for you to apologize.
The Lord Warden kind of like chuckles merrily at that. Of course he does. He's always looking for such things. That is, I do respect the man, but sometimes he can be a little off. But I mean, if his predictions are true, I'll gladly apologize for my ignorance on the matter. But I can only assume that the kobolds are simply just growing more bold. Certainly, the bounty's open, and whatever agreement you have with him is between you and him. If you wish to bring me proof for this agreement, then certainly whatever you find that you feel lends such credence to his theories, feel free to bring before me.
About the kobold bounty, do we actually show you the spears, or is there somebody we would show to?
Yes. You bring. Yeah, I believe you. I'm assuming you spoke to the gods during about the spears. Yes. For each kobold you dispatch, simply bring their personal spears before me, and my purser will pay you 10 gold for each. Further, if you actually clear their den in the old manor, I will happily pay you an additional 100 gold for proof that they have been cleared. I believe that their leader wears a bone mask, from what I've been told. Bring me this mask, and that shall be all the proof I need. As well as the 100 gold, you're free if you deem the building fit to do whatever you wish with this mana. I'd be deeply thankful if you could clear these kobolds from my land.
We'll do.
Sorry, Sobek, how do you spell the king's name?
He's not a king, he's a Lord Warden. Just putting that out there. But yeah, his name, if I can get back to that fucking page, is Farren, F-A-R-E-N, Markelhay, M-A-R-K-E-L-H-A-Y.
Could you repeat that last part? M-A...
R-K-E-L-H-A-Y.
Aaron Markelhay.
Markelhay.
Markel. All right.
Hay, like horses.
Right.
H-A-Y.
Yep.
So yes, bring me either proof that you've dispatched some of the kobolds, or if you venture to the manor itself and clear it, bring me their chief's skull mask, as I said, and I will pay you handsomely for these trophies.
That sounds fair. What do the rest of you think?
I believe that's so quite fair. Thank you for this opportunity, Lord Warden, Farren Markel.
Oh, no, thank you for doing this service for me and my people. Certainly, it is wonderful that enterprising individuals such as yourselves are ready and willing to risk yourselves for the sake of others.
I of Lordeus will see nothing less.
Excellent. If there's no other business, then please be on your way, and I look forward to your return.
Farvis bows and turns around and leaves.
I bow in politeness, and I take my leave.
I bow and go as well.
All right, so you all leave. As we're coming just past 8 o'clock, I'm gonna say we'll go ahead and take like a 15-minute break or so. My wife wants me to help tidy some things up in the kitchen real quick, and I want to freshen up my drink and all. And we'll pick up with you guys all heading over to the Kobold Hall. And at some point, I don't know when, but apparently my voice for him eventually just kind of turned into Thor. So
okay,
kind of just became Chris Hemsworth after a bit there.
So Neoteg, you're a ladron.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll be back in a bit.
And you're a wizard.
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm just writing everything down. And Flux is what's your race again, Flux?
Human.
I didn't expect Flux's character to be a quiet type. I was expecting him to be more boisterous.
But he's just met you guys.
He has no idea who the hell any of you people are.
Fair enough.
And Carrie, what's your class?
He knows that two of you seem nice and one of you seems sketchy as fuck.
Who seems sketchy as fuck?
I don't know. Maybe it's the overly friendly vampire.
To be fair, he is legit in the fact that he's just all he's done is read things in books, and now he just wants to just like see the world and experience it. So everything is just like.
Farvis hasn't picked up on anything.
Carrie, what's your
Farvis might be the oldest one of the group, but he spent most of his life in two cities.
I'll be back.
Fighter. So we have an Eladrin, a Minotaur, a human, and a vampire. Interesting party.
Well, yeah, I'm a Vricola.
What's that?
It's so short backstory. A noble family under the name Vricola pledged their services to the Red Witch, who is suspected to be the Raven Queen, and she granted this family the powers of a vampire without committing them fully to a vampire. So they kind of exist in like half and half. So that's what a Vricola is. So, and then my class is a vampire. So, like my family line, after you had some children and stuff, and when you become old enough, you get sired into being a vampire. So the line can continue, but still have vampires that fight for the Raven Queen.
Yeah, because somehow I don't think the Raven Queen's a big fan of vampires.
She's not, but there are vampires who fight for her name, and she utilizes them. Some of the oldest Vricolas in this, not, I don't know about Sovic setting, but in settings in general, or might have been turned into vampires so they can continue on the teachings. So like I don't know if this is ever going to get brought up, but like my character's like married and has had children, and now to better himself to help serve his family is out seeing the world. But I'm sorry, Flex, if I'm being a little too happy.
Don't think he's here yet.
Oh.
Might as well go get some water.
I'm back.
Hello.
I like it. I like how it's going so far. What about y'all?
Good. Neotag, am I being a little too friendly?
I don't know.
I don't know. Flux seems to get that I'm being too friendly.
I mean, you are a vampire, and it's a little weird that you're friendly, but that's your personality. Don't question it for your character.
He's just excited to see things. Like he's never really had to.
And keep it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Never.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You're making. Wait, was that Flux? Was that
Flux.
Kiri?
Flux.
Oh, sorry, couldn't tell for a second. You're making Zahn question his character choices, Flux.
Why?
I'm sorry, I'm too friendly.
You can be friendly. It's still sketchy.
It's
Well, yes.
You literally chose a race and class combo that makes people assume the worst. So,
Yep.
people are assuming the worst.
My character would not know anything.
the worst part is I don't know. I think my passive perception and insight is high enough that if Farvis knew or cared, he might be acting differently as well, but he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with a passive like perception and insight of 13, I doubt I'd notice anything.
I have passive perception 17, passive insight 20.
I mean, Nemazar made it pretty clear. That's where Apernir picked it up from.
Yeah, out of character, I kind of picked that up as well.
Wait, was Old Man Wizard secretly hoping that you were going to turn him into a vampire so he could live forever? Is that what I didn't pick up?
Is that what it was he hoping?
No.
Not
Because I'll tell you this right now. Vander Lorde is very much disapproves of just turning random people into vampires.
Yes, if I remember correctly, your combination is very weird. Because your entire race is essentially desperate to become a vampire, and then once you become a vampire, it's sort of like you're got a hit list on your back forever.
Well, it depends. Like it depends on how you want to take it. Like my character's backstory for this is that part of the descendants long ago who became the first Rykola, we seek it as our duty to preserve teachings and whatnot. So after you've had children and a family and once you become a certain age, you get sired into becoming a vampire so you can preserve knowledge and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought your race was essentially an offshoot of vampires that didn't get the full thing, and then and are very jealous about that.
Not it's like I'm assuming some of them would, but essentially the Vricola, were pledged their loyalty to the Red Witch / the Raven Queen, and she granted them powers of a vampire without becoming a vampire.
Oh.
And some of her oldest worshippers of the Vricola they chose to become vampires to help preserve teachings and whatnot. Now, yeah, like are they shunned a little bit more? They can be. A Vricola is kind of like a vampire. Like they'll hunt other vampires, but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So that's my character thing. Like he's had a family, he's had his children, so now he's a vampire, and to help his family, he's gone to experience the world. haven't quite figured out what his wife is doing. So you know. Plus, I don't know if in this campaign, I don't know if the vampire class can actually turn other people
You'd
into
have to have
vampires.
Sovik.
I don't think 4E. I don't think 4E vampires.
I
can
think there's like a
turn other
ritual
people.
involved.
That would be up to that would have to be Sovik's decision. Like I know the Rycola themselves, when they're high enough level, one of their powers that they can choose to take instead of another one is that they can, if someone dies in combat, they can lose one of they can temporarily sacrifice one of their hit die to bring that person up. If that
But-
person is a human, they can choose to stay as a human, or they can become a Rycola themselves.
Be two-way. It's Vryloka.
Ryloka?
Yes.
I thought it was
Right.
Rycola. I thought
Vryloka.
But yeah, either way, that's like the closest my character can do, and that's not for a very long time. So like it wouldn't work on like I could bring like you or Kiri up, but you wouldn't be able to become the Vryloka. If I brought Flux's character back up, he can decide, and with the
back,
DM's approval.
What? What did you do there, Phlox? Oh, and welcome back, Sovik.
Hi.
Well, get back into it then.
It's a meme.
Yeah, we still got like 5 minutes.
I recognize the ship from FTL, but what's the little
It's the flex tape meme, and it's the Lance beam from FTL cutting in half another ship, saying that's a lot of damage.
I didn't recognize the lance beam. Oh, there it is. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah. I was so focused on the red and green. I didn't. Yeah, no, now I recognize it. God, I'm an idiot. That's a weird name. Hmm.
Apparently the world map is too girthy for world hunting. I keep trying to upload it and it just won't take it because it's too fucking huge.
That's weird.
Oh god, I can't even put it in a fucking Discord.
What did you do?
The map's actually bigger than 8 megabytes.
Yes. Okay, then that makes sense why you're having trouble uploading it anywhere.
So that said wizards.com.
There, I just put the link.
Yay.
So did they
Yeah,
say
Wrath
something
Man.
about the
Yes.
kobolds living in a manor?
Old manor.
Yes, manor.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And if we clear out the manor, we
So I was doing the voice for in-character roleplay while someone was doing shit, but cool. Okay.
While Sovik was finishing his fucking bagel, Flux was trying to just kind of get things rolling with the
Oh,
roleplay.
I'm sorry. Yes, in the manor, and if we clear out the manor, we get to have the manor.
There's
Is
also a
that the
mask that
deal?
was worth.
There's
he
no
said
deal
that we
about
could,
that.
I remember him mentioning that there was like a mask in there that we could collect that'd probably be worth quite a bit.
If
Yes,
we
the
if
Kobold
we-
Leader skull
He
mask.
said that if you clear it, you could do whatever you want with it.
if he said if we clear it out, we get to keep the manor. We get the lands and all that. Essentially around
I
it.
don't remember about the lands, but
No, I
the
mean
manor
it's
we
a manor. I don't know what's around it. Maybe.
Well, little one, we would have to ask the local lord of the area about the lands and whatnot. Having a
He-
manor does
he-
not necessarily just mean you get the lands around it.
either way, this is a counting your
Actually,
eggs before they
Geotac would
hatch
know for a
situation.
fact that nobody actually owns that land because it's the land near his farm.
Yeah, no one owns that.
Technically, the
area.
Lord Warden owns it because no one under him has owned it since like the fall of the city.
Either way, no
Wait.
kobolds
Yep.
are dead, so
What?
either way, no kobolds are dead, so we
Yep.
should probably focus on that first.
Yeah, that's. We should probably do we how do we do this? I don't know.
Hold on, the map isn't drawn yet. Wait a second.
No, I mean
They're not done animating it yet.
how do you guys want to do this? You want to like be sneaky? I can be sneaky, or do you guys just like want to run in and beat things up? What do you guys think?
Well, we shouldn't run in.
They'll
They're
have
kobolds.
traps.
Much kobolds are adept at traps and trickery, so probably scout the area, then go in.
So are we going? Where exactly are we headed? Sovek.
Give me a minute, working on that.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to one-hand it while holding my bagel. No, that's not a euphemism.
I think we can hear you have a full mouth. No, it's head to the west, so we're heading down King's Road, I think.
Would it happen to be Gardmore Abbey that we're going to?
I doubt that. I doubt it's something that has a name. If it's anywhere near Farvis.
Well, it could be the Caldthorn Manor.
I don't know where your village is. That's like
That's to the direct south, and yeah, that's to direct south of Fallcrest. They wouldn't have told us west. So,
Yes.
so we want to be
sneaky.
sneaky then. Yeah, okay. Not great at it, but I'll do my best.
That little box that showed up and the cloakwood is the
I
manor.
see it.
So how many days will it be to actually get there? If a day at all, days at all.
Hang on, I gotta scroll page over.
You could get it in a day. It's only like 15 miles away.
Motherfucker, that's exactly how far it is.
So a day's travel. Okay.
What time of day is it now that we've been
It's probably around midday.
Should we go ahead and go? I think we can get there before dark. That would help
It
with
would.
the sneakiness, but it might help them as well. I don't know. I've only killed some undead and the stray goblin that came near the farm. I don't think I've ever fought kobolds.
So let's do a quick assessment of each other's abilities. I'm not very good at a stealth or surprise. You, Favis?
I'm okay with sneaking, but I don't specialize it or anything.
Vander?
I am pretty good at sneaking.
And I don't want to suppose, but Narina, how are you at
Have you ever heard of this saying,
sneaking?
a bull in a china shop? That
I
should give you an
haven't.
idea.
Wait, what's China?
Not quiet.
I believe that's fine plateware, silverware, cutlery. Maybe not cutlery.
Where does it come from?
Where the elves.
So about a 50-50 surprise, good at sneaking, 50-50 good at not sneaking. So knowing enough about kobolds? So if I'm going to make a dungeoneering check to justify this knowledge I have of kobolds, okay?
Would it be dungeoneering or nature?
Let me actually pull out. I'm actually gonna pull out the monster manual and see what kind of check you have to make.
Should be dungeoneering.
I would assume it's dungeoneering as well, but I just want to double check.
No problem.
Would it be possible to make a...
There we go. Kobold lore.
Okay.
It's actually a nature check.
The fuck?
Yeah.
So does anyone have more than a +3?
I think it's because they're natural humanoids. Dungeoneering checks and foray are mostly for like aberrations and underdark shit.
It's fine as 6.
Does anyone have more than a +3 to nature?
You know what one looks like.
Do I know they're sneaky?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that's like very common kobold
Okay,
lore.
that's all I need. That's all I
And
need
we
to
didn't need to make
presuppose
a
then.
check to know that they're sneaky.
Okay.
I
So
was going to say, like... So, Sovik, what role did I make it to, like, say if I remember reading about kobolds or not?
Still be a nature check.
I'd rather us not pull the let's do it until
I
the
will
check
let-
goes well.
I will let one other person make a roll.
Okay.
Okay. Well, having made that roll, that is your one other roll, and you hit the minimum DC of kobold lore, actually.
Ah,
So you now know that kobolds often dwell near a dragon's lair, maintaining a safe distance but bringing sacrificial offerings to their god. Most dragons ignore kobolds, as a crocodile ignores the birds that peck its teeth clean. Once in a great while, however, a young dragon takes an interest in its kobold cult, which then becomes a real menace to the dragon's enemies. That is a DC 15 kobold nature check.
what about 50-50 stealthy and not? Kobolds are about 100% stealthy, so
yes.
attacking at day would be more
Yeah,
damage
especially
to-
since I
to
can't see in the
us.
dock.
Can I
Oh,
can I do a history check for the
why
area?
is that a DC 20?
Can
Okay.
I
So,
Can-
Flux. This is gonna be dumb. You don't know that kobolds make traps.
What?
Oh, so
Apparently
no, they
that-
make traps.
You need to make a 20 on a
What?
nature check to know that kobolds make traps. I'm gonna say that as retarded and ignore that. You know they make traps.
Okay.
can I
Like,
do a
I like that knowing about kobolds and dragons is a lower check than knowing kobolds make traps because they're sneaky.
can I do a history check since you mentioned it was in the area of where I grew?
Yes. In fact, if you want to know roughly, your farm is somewhere between the
No,
coast
I mean
and Fallcrest. Just
do
just
a-
so you know relatively how close you are to this area.
so it's halfway between what, the Fallcrest and the manor?
It's not exactly halfway, but it would be like off the main road.
Are we going to
ways.
go through it to get
No,
there?
you are not.
There, that's all I
You're
wanted to know.
you're basically in the part. Your village is somewhere in the Moon Hills, on the west side of the river from Fallcrest,
All right.
which is
I
where
wanna
most
do
of the villages around Fallcrest are.
I would like to do a history
Is in the
check.
hills.
for
Yeah. let me-
dragons in the area, from what we know, because I don't think
History check for dragons in the
a
area.
historical
yeah,
reference to dragons,
Go right ahead.
because that seemed awfully weird to pop up. Oh,
I mean,
fuck.
that's literally just what's in the monster manual and the DC 15 nature check for fucking kobolds. So I mean,
Like that doesn't mean like all kobolds. do
okay.
that.
Out of 15, you know that historically speaking, as far as you and your village and your various things you read with the Elijah know that dragons have not really been known to be common in the Nintir Vale. The only dragon of note was a red dragon, way over in the Dwarf Forge Mountains by Hammerfast, that kind of plagued the dwarves for a while until they drove them off. But that was like hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
There's not a lot
I was born.
There's not a lot of dragons in the area. In fact, there's only one known in the history of this, of the what is this whole place called again?
The Nintir Vale.
The Nintir Vale, and that was all the way over at the Dawnforge mountains.
Why are we talking about dragons?
What?
Why are we talking about dragons?
Because I spotted information.
Because
you had the information. I didn't hear you say it.
His nature check was that kobolds.
Yeah, no, I picked that up. I just didn't remember Vander sharing it.
Yeah, I don't remember him sharing either, but I'm just going to assume he did because I assume that's why.
Also, with that,
he made the check.
Yep. Also,
and
with his 15 nature check, does that
Yeah.
can we determine like if they can see in the dark?
You cannot.
Either way, if we're attacking in the daylight,
Well, what we could do is it's
Was
only...
there anything else you wanted to know from your history check about the area?
Yeah, I would like to do a separate one to know what the manor was and
Yeah,
who's the
go
last one
right
known
ahead.
it and all that other stuff. Ooh, 20.
20. Okay. You know that Kobold Hole, that the old manor, now known locally as Kobold Hall, was the estate of a minor lord who came to the Nintir Vale to establish his own domain. It was ruined during the Bloodspear War, which is the one that sacked Falkrest. The old castle has been abandoned for almost a century, and it is known that kobold tribes from the Cloakwood lurk in its depths. So yeah, you basically know that the manor was one of the places attacked by the orc horde that descended on the place about 100 years ago.
Would it be a place that the people of my village, the stupid kids, would like do dare tests at?
No, you would not go anywhere near the fucking Cloakwood.
Okay.
That place is crawling with kobolds.
All right, so
Like historically speaking, like kobolds have always been an issue around and in the Cloakwood, but they've rarely, if ever, like gone onto the road or left the woods.
all right.
And when they
So
do,
it sounds like they're
very
using
far.
the manor as a way to do that.
Yeah, basically, from what you can gather, using the combination of your history check, what you were told that in the town, and everything else, that it's safely assumed that they're probably operating out of this manor because of its proximity to the King's Road, having been a former manor of a lord in the area. So that there's probably a old path somewhere running through the woods that got overgrown in the 100 years since it fell. That probably leads them straight to the road.
Stop making me laugh.
I mean,
Lux.
he's not wrong. If you fell into a kobold well, it's probably filled with punji sticks. Only little Viet Cong kobolds.
So
I just picture kobolds with fucking Southeast Asian rice farmer hats on now.
stop. You're going way too racist.
No, they have little AKs
Big
and everything.
teeth. Not like the 50s comics with big teeth and fucking those
That was
giant rim
Japanese.
hats.
They got very, very sharp buck teeth.
So
No, they just
no
got
one-
very noticeable little fangs on the front of their mouth, like.
So there's probably a path that we could take to actually get there, but they're probably guarding that. I have an idea if
Oh,
anybody else
what is
doesn't
it?
have one. Well, what if we head? We're only what 15 miles away now. That's an afternoon's walk. Why don't we? For Farvis, that would be. Why don't we? Why don't we go about halfway, camp, and we could send a couple of us that could probably make distractions or sneaky, and we could scout it out and maybe find another way through, and then we go back.
Okay. What do you mean by
To the other
distraction?
two. I can do this little thing, and I make a ghost sound right behind God, what was your character's name? Right behind Vander. No, it's not Vander. It's
Narina.
Neardra, and I could do this. Narina. I could do this, and there's suddenly you hear a like ooh, right next to your ear,
She
but
takes
right
her
behind
sword out
you.
and tries to slash at something behind her.
Yeah, I could do that, and I could do I'm making like giant sounds and from a distance, and we can like distract them to make them think something's coming from a direction, and then maybe we can I don't know, try to find
That'd be
another
good to
way
listen for the
in.
reconnaissance aspect, but there's one little factor. I don't know about you guys, but I can't see in the dark.
Well, I don't think we need to necessarily
you
attack.
can't
dark.
You'd
can't
figure a
see in the
Minotaur could
dark?
see in the dark, considering we live in mountains. No, we don't.
Excuse me. This is where God's going to interject a bit of logic that you as a Minotaur should know. You live on the mountains, in the mountains. As such, the correlation between living atop a big open mountaintop where there's lots of sun and moonlight and starlight and being able to see in the dark is a bit of a stretch.
I'm more concerned about the fact that if anyone taps an arena on the shore, they're going to get cut.
I mean, there's also that. But God's choosing to just ignore that tidbit and move on
Okay.
as if it was not brought up.
By the way, I'm sorry for scaring you like that. It's just I wanted to show you what I can do. But yeah, I think we could do that, and that way we can like camp. Would I know of a hill that would overlook the area, like those hills there?
No, the manor itself is by now well within the woods because of just the woods overgrowing the area.
But of the area where I know it is, like
The road that you would know of that used to be in the area comes out of the north part of the Cloakwood, which is away from the hills by several miles. So you
okay.
probably wouldn't be able to see from any of the hills.
Okay. Well, we can get off the road, and we can go to a bit of the north of where.
You also know that I just to kind of put the picture in your head, because you kind of know how being local, you kind of know how far in the woods currently that manor is. It's only like a mile or two into the forest.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like there's this big, long, treacherous path you're gonna have to go down and worry about kobolds. Like,
Well, no, I was thinking more of like
you could actually make out from the right spot on the road. You can make out like the outline of the manor distantly, like above the treetops.
quick question. What about is there a gate from the road? Would I know of
What you personally know of the road is that along the King's Road there is an old path that leads up to the edge of the woods. And in years past, before you went off to live with the Eladrin, the trees kind of overgrew the area where the road and the woods met because nobody was traveling that way anymore. You can only assume that if the kobolds are moving through, that they would have had to clear it out at least somewhat to be able to move the stuff that they're stealing from these caravans into the woods easier.
would I also have to assume that the King's Road would have been cleared as well a little bit since they started using it again?
Well, the King's Road has always been used.
Oh, okay.
That's never not been used.
All right.
But like it's a quarter of a mile to a mile from the King's Road to the edge of the woods.
Right.
And then like another mile and a half, 2 miles from the edge of the woods to the manor.
We could go to the beginning of the path and camp there and do scouts. I know it's weird for some of you, but I only need like 4 hours, and then I'm
Okay.
good to rest.
God would also like to point out that given the time constraints suddenly thrust upon him by his job, you have exactly 1 hour and 20 minutes to do this adventure before you may or may not be able to see the end of it for several weeks. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, let's go.
Wanna head there, and then it's up
As
to
much
you guys.
as much as I'm enjoying the role play, which was so unusual in my last game, we are kind of on a time limit here.
Yeah, let's at least try and get one battle done.
Okay, so you travel from Falcrest to the road, and you get there a little before dusk. The sun's low, but it's still daylight out. You can see the path. Yeah, you can see the path leading up to the woods. You can see where the trees and underbrush have clearly been cleared out. In fact, if you kind of squint, those of you with low light or dark vision, I think it just have dark vision. I think low light was even a thing in foray.
Low light. No, low light is in 4E. Low light's the common one. Dark vision's the very rare.
Okay, yeah, all right. I wasn't getting confused with the definition then. Yeah, those of you that can see like that, like you can actually like with keen vision, if you stare long enough, you can actually see down the path through the kind of the darky shadows of the woods, and you can actually see all the way straight to where the gate used to be in front of the manor, at the front of the manor. Because the road actually kind of like from here, like the ground slopes away from the King's Road into the woods. You're actually kind of slightly above where the road enters the woods. So you're kind of looking down and getting that kind of height advantage with your vision to kind of be able to see into the woods.
Who here is
a little further?
Or is any other rest of you good at spotting things?
I've some skill in seeing.
Hang on, I'm wilderness music on.
Wanna join me? Let's look down the path, see if we can spot any movement or anything.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good check.
It looks very clear, almost eerily clear, but not quite eerie. Like it looks like nothing is on this path right now.
Doesn't look like there's anything on the path at the moment, but doesn't mean that they're not on the side if there is anyone.
Would this be out of the ordinary to Farvis, considering
no
the path it is?
From what you know of the area, at least from when you lived there, around the edge of the woods, it was very uncommon to see anything moving around except for maybe the odd deer, some squirrels and things like something like that. You do see, like you see signs of squirrels and birds and things.
Okay.
Like that, that's like the only thing you see, but you see like no sign that there's anyone actively using this road, other than the fact that it's clear. You know that that's not how it used to be.
So Sovik,
let's make
that, and there's also clearly signs that things have been dragged down this road. Like there's grooves from carts being dragged down there, and like push marks of big heavy things that lead like all the way down the road until it becomes too far away to make out that kind of detail.
So Vic,
Yep.
considering I have dark vision, do I happen to notice anything maybe on the sides of the woods?
No, just squirrels and birds and other critters just kind of traipsing about under the cover of the underbrush and the trees off to the sides of the path. Every once in a while, you'll see something just kind of skitter across it, like that, like they would across any other path or road. It looks like a regular just forest, as far as you can tell.
Abiter, do you want to help me make camp, and then we can go down that path in the morning?
Very well.
If you don't mind, I'm going to keep watch for the moment.
I'll stick in camp.
Okay. I do want to point out you have like 3 or 4 hours of sunlight while you're making this camp. Just in case that influences your decision, you do still have plenty of sunlight.
No.
Like it will not be dark when you get there.
How long does it take to get there?
It would probably take you guys literally 15-20 minutes to go into the woods to get there from where you are.
So it would be enough light for somebody that doesn't have low light vision to see, correct?
Yeah, no, there is sun shining through the forest onto the path.
Okay.
But just because of the trees bent over the path, there's lots of shadow of the branches covering parts of the path. But it's still you can clearly see.
Farvis starts breaking out while everyone stays. Wait, are we not making camp?
I think we have enough time.
Oh, okay. Farvis takes his quarterstaff, touches the top, and cast light on it, so he now has a light at the tip of his torch.
Yeah, like light-wise, it's like a pleasant stroll through a through like a lightly wooded hiking trail or something. You know, like there's definitely shade. There's a few bits of darker shadow along the edge of the path where the trees are a little more dense, but you can see perfectly fine. You get up to the manor. The manor itself, for the most part, is standing. You can see where it's wear and tear and everything. It's overgrown with moss and ivy and spots, and trees have grown very close to it. There's, obviously the masonry and everything's kind of old and run down. The windows have long since, fallen apart and broken. The doors just aren't there anymore. It's just kind of just an open doorway into the manor.
Are any of you good at looking for traps? I'm not particularly good at it.
I can take traps apart, but not very good at looking for them.
Keep my eye out
Thievery
for
be the
traps.
check for that?
Okay. The other thing you also see is off to the side of where the gate to the manor used to be is also an old guardhouse. So there's actually two buildings here.
Rules question. Scorching Burst doesn't mention sound.
I mean, it would still make whatever sound a sudden angry fire would make.
Okay, fair enough.
Like a whoosh.
Yeah, like there would definitely be like a fire-ish whoosh.
I got an idea real quick. Let's make sure nobody's in there, and I do ghost sound at the door of someone knocking on the door.
A bunch of birds and some squirrels just kind of bolt out of there.
I don't
Really need to work on not scaring things.
The point of the spell is to scare something or make a weird
Well,
noise.
you're going 2 for 2 on that. Actually, 3 for 3 on that.
So, hey, that little halfling was not my fault.
You weren't there.
I know,
for
I say that out of character.
Yeah.
So, Vic, to see
Farvis,
that the,
as if he heard someone say that, says out loud to nobody. That little halfling wasn't my fault. He should really know that magic. Wait, nobody said anything. Oh no.
So, Vic,
Yes, John.
would it be perception to spot traps, or maybe thievery?
Thievery. Or no, actually,
Wait,
I would allow either. I would allow either.
Oh, then I'm
Oh, thank
good at
God.
spotting traps too.
Oh, then I'm great at spotting fucking traps. I got a plus fucking 7.
I'm looking at the main gate entrance. Do I see any traps?
Farvis has done too
You
much.
don't
He's
see any
standing
traps
back.
along the main gate itself.
Aperture, you said you could spot.
Of course, by this point, I'm just going to point out to be close enough to actually cast his spell on the doorway. You guys would have already have passed the main gate.
No, it's range 10.
Yeah.
It's like
So it's
50
fast.
feet.
Yeah. There's like a big old like what was once like a fucking manor like entryway garden between
Oh.
the actual gate and the front of the manor.
No, I wasn't casting
That's why
it on
there's
the
a
front
guardhouse
door.
next to the gate.
I was casting it on the guardhouse door next to the
Oh,
gate.
on the guardhouse door.
Yes, the guardhouse door next
Oh,
to the gate is where I
okay.
was.
We're gonna have to rewind then, because there is actually a door there to knock on. Funny enough, in fact, the guardhouse is the only place that doesn't seem as run down as everything else around here because the door looks new.
That seems odd.
Oh, okay.
And when you knock on it, nothing happens, but it definitely sounds, like sturdy wood.
Well, that's suspicious.
Yes.
We should probably check that out.
Should I throw a
Let's not do that
fireball
yet.
in there? Is there like a
No,
is there like
no.
a window?
It's not big. Like this is probably like a 20-foot by 20-foot guardhouse.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking. Is there like is it like what I picture of a guardhouse, a door on each side, and then like a window in front?
Yeah.
And then a shelf. I could
That's
just
not...
pop.
Well,
right
well,
there.
no, like this is more like a little like mini barracks for like where the guards of the manor would live in.
Oh,
Not yet.
Let's not set fire to anything we don't need to set fire to.
Okay.
Like there's a door and there was a window next to it, but like if you were to peek in the window, you would see like broken down like bunk beds on either side, like a little table where they all would have eaten, and like an area where they would have like had a fire and a little stew pot.
That door looks weird.
All right. Like from our area, can we look into the window, or did you pretty much describe what we would have saw?
Yeah. And that's why I
Okay.
just described what it would look like if you looked in the window.
Commander, do you see anything strange about the door?
Who are you asking?
Commander.
There is nothing strange about the door, and it doesn't even seem to have a lock.
Nothing I can tell.
Push it
Doesn't
open.
even look locked.
It's,
Oh wait.
The door itself isn't really so much a door as it is just a very sturdy. Like-
I could push it open from away. We don't have to do that.
Okay.
for somebody.
Go ahead, small one.
I cast Mage Hand and I pushed the
How
door
much
open.
weight can Mage Hand move
20
in this
pounds.
position? Okay. Yeah. The door opens, creaks a little, and it opens. Nothing happens.
Nothing comes charging out.
Nope. There's just an empty guardhouse in there.
Well,
Yeah,
we should
let's
most
do
likely
that.
do it once over in here.
Otherwise, it bites in the ass.
All right, Farvis.
Who wants
Farvis
to enter in
is-
first?
Farvis, I'm kind of squishy, so I'd like to stand behind.
I guess I'll
somebody.
go up front.
I'll stand behind Farvis to make sure nothing hits him from behind.
I'll stand in front of Vander then. That
I guess
means
I'll be between Narina and Farvis.
Farvis.
Okay.
I take a
So,
peek inside. Does anything happen? I
Nope.
take a step in. Nothing?
Okay. You
Nothing
have
happens?
stepped into the guardhouse.
Right.
Nothing happens. It
Okay.
is a guardhouse.
Nirnia, is there another door in there?
It's a bit chilly in here.
Do I see
windows
another door?
being open and everything. No, but there is like a trapdoor to like a cellar, on the floor at the opposite end
I
of
see
the
a
guardhouse.
trapdoor that looks like it goes to a cellar.
Want
That
me
might
to-
be That might be what we
At
need
the
to
moment,
look for.
let's just quickly check the area here before going downstairs.
Do you want me to open it with the
Should we
little
check
hand
the
again?
guardhouse, at least this floor, before we go downstairs?
I mean, we're in here.
I
it's
imagine
all
there's not
broken.
much.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Just in case. We're dealing with kobolds. So I just do like a quick look around in like the kitchen area, the area with the broken beds, bunks. Do I see anything?
It's a barracks. There's just like one room.
Okay. Alright. Do I see any sign
Yeah.
of life?
Yeah.
Or at least anything trying to hide?
Nothing inside the
Alright.
barracks itself.
It is clear. Just thought a one-up check would be good. Right?
Do you
Yeah.
want me to open it? You should all be
I
ready
draw
in
my
case
sword.
something happens, and I get within 5
I-
tiles, which is 25 feet. I believe in
I
this.
thought it was still
in
6
this,
foot a
in
tile.
4E. And
I'm sorry, I dropped
it-
there for a second. What
It
happened?
is technically 5 feet a tile, but they don't measure it in feet; they measure it in tiles.
yes, so it's 25 feet away. We found a trap door, and Farvis is volunteered to open it
Okay.
while everybody gets ready. So, Farvis casts a mage hand and tries to pull the trap door open. Is it too heavy, or does it go open?
It opens.
That was weirdly light.
Does anything happen? Do we hear the sound of anything down there?
Hang on. I was finishing setting something up. No, there's just some steps that lead down. And you're now on this map here.
I see a northeast-west symbol.
Zoom
I'm
out and
zooming-
you'll see.
Let me just
Zoom
quickly
out.
refresh. Maybe that'll work.
Should be some stairs if you go down.
Cool.
There it is. I see it.
Yeah, I'm just quickly refreshing my page because all I was seeing was just the compass.
No, it's on the bottom. It's on the bottom.
Well, I'll be in like 5 seconds then. There we go.
Okay. So you're going to be starting on the stairwell.
Okay.
I reveal a little more of the room to you here.
Zoom in.
Fortunately, the map and the actual squares are exactly lined up, but we'll do the best we can.
I like your character portrait, Flux.
Thank you.
I'm always a fan of the ones that have something active in their hands.
So good and like the one I had of an old man screaming as he shoots his bone flamethrower. So that was maybe too high fantasy.
Oh my god, what the hell is with the anime man?
You know how hard it is to find a redhead. You know how hard it is to find a redhead vampire who is not anime trope. I am not happy with this picture. It is just a placeholder until.
I mean, Zod, let's be fair. How hard is it to find a picture of a vampire that isn't either Warhammer or just anime?
I know.
So,
And all Warhammer, they're all bald.
So no one has told Farvis to douse his light, for the record. So at the top of his staff, he has a torch light going as we're walking down the stairs.
It's probably for the best if it's dark down here.
Actually, the room itself is lit well enough with some torches on the wall and some braziers.
At wills aren't clear, but it was stated that if the time of them is longer, you can have multiple at wills up at the same time. Correct?
Yeah. Atwills are kind of weird like that.
Yeah, I can have light going and then cast Mage Hand at the same time. Yeah. All right. That just
Apernair's
as long as you don't have to concentrate on both.
Yeah, you don't.
Apernair's going to put his hand over the top of Farvis's staff. You can probably put that out
Okay.
now.
I'm gonna read to you now.
Okay. I dispel the light.
I'm gonna read to you what you see.
Okay.
Dominating the room ahead is a long trench filled with a glowing green substance. Beyond the trench, a small reptilian humanoid stands in a shadowy chamber, gaping at you because it definitely saw you. It carries a sling and quickly reaches into a pouch at its belt for a stone, while hissing and shouting, "Intruders! Intruders!"
Initiative check to shoot it first.
Yeah. Can Farvis magic missile it before it's able to say anything?
Yeah, it saw you coming down the stairs before you were actually low enough to see it. Like, it saw your feet coming down the light. And obviously, those weren't kobold feet.
As soon as we see it, can we?
But
attack?
no. Now that you see it and you can hear it yelling, it is now initiative time. So let me get an initiative tracker going on here.
This is where my character sucks. Let's see. 20 plus 3. Not that bad.
Where's my? Damn it, Toby!
Who's Toby?
Toby's my kitten.
That is not correct, Macro.
What did I do wrong with that roll?
It's a dot before that R.
Oh.
Slash.
Oh, I didn't see it. 8. I rolled an 8. Wait a second. Set up the macros and everything, and then I forgot to fucking use the initiative macro. Oh well.
Two.
While we're waiting on Sovik, I'm curious. Is it considered a waste to crit your initiative roll? I've never really.
I mean, no, it still gets you a high roll.
Hmm.
I mean, it's low on the priority of things to crit if you had a choice, but no one really has a choice except for, like, some prestige classes at 3.5, I think.
Fair enough.
Now, do I just put our tokens on the initiative order? Yeah, we don't have
Yeah.
control of that.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to fucking do that.
Just maybe because I did the initiative.
Oh, okay, that's how you do it. All right.
No, we got 2 banders now.
Why do we have 2?
Because he used the macro, which automatically put him on there.
And I'm also wondering why my kobold didn't show up. Kobold, get a turn. Thank you.
There we go.
All right, so the first turn goes to Vander.
All right.
Incidentally, the pit, from what you can see, looks to be a 10-foot deep pit with about 4 feet of that sludge.
Okay.
You're a vampire. You can just glide over it, right? It's not running water or anything.
I don't know if that's the same in 4E or not.
Sorry, that's like a weird. Do I have? Oh, that's what I see.
Also, that lower one has a portcullis between
Okay.
him and you.
That I did not know.
So there's a door.
So as
blocking him.
Then, as I
Door.
see the cobalt, is this cobalt right here behind a portcullis?
The one just above you. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, because this map is a complete fucking garbage, he's technically the space above it, but since the tiles aren't working, I'm gonna say he's the same spaces.
Do I have a
Which
clear
may or may
line of
not
sight
fucking
of
count,
the
whatever.
cobalt slinger?
The Cobalt Singer can see you. Yeah, he's in.
Okay.
It'll let me actually fucking do. Thank you. He's in that space. Yeah, no, that's more where he is.
Okay.
And then, I'll just put him up here. 'Cause that's technically where he is. Close enough, anyway.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a sling attack against the cobalt slinger. So that's a 1d20 plus my dex modifier.
Plus the sling bonus you get from your weapon.
So that would be
Probably a +2 if I remember right.
so, and that's with my dex mod as well.
Yes.
Yep. Toby, don't attack my fucking cord.
Damn it, I did that.
Oh, your cat also goes
Oh,
after the
there.
cords?
Yeah.
Does a 25 hit?
You're attacking the slinger?
Yeah.
25 does hit, yes.
Okay. And that attack bonus is only to hit, not for damage.
I think 4E does for damage as well, doesn't it?
Oh,
just
what
try-
is he doing for an attack? Is he doing one of his abilities or just a basic attack?
I'm just using a sling to hit him with a rock.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
you
as a
just have
sling
to
would.
roll normal sling damage.
so 2.
Okay.
I couldn't reach him to be in melee range, so using a sling as okay. And that's my turn, and I yell out, "There's a portcullis with more kobolds behind them near me."
Okay.
Alright.
So it's Narina.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meeny, miny, mo, 6. And that's all I can do for right now. So that's my turn.
You can move and then do an ability,
My ability,
saying.
my abilities are
Doing
only
ability
melee.
Okay. Okay, so it's the slinger Zahn Hit's turn. Now that he has successfully lured you, he is going to use... Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to use his glue shot. Be D20 plus 6, so it's going to be a 20 against your reflex. And that's
Oh,
at
me?
that's a
Yeah,
carry.
that's a hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a hit on your reflex. Okay. He throws his slick at you, and a sticky wad lands at your feet and sticks you to the ground. You now cannot move until you make a successful reflex save on your turn to
Okay.
get out of the goo. He is then going to use as his minor his shifty ability, shift space. I'm also gonna roll 2 more things here real quick. $11 and 5. Gonna be team. Okay. So that's the slinger's turn, and then this little guy here, he's gonna move. Let me fucking move. All right. 1, 4, 5, and 6. And can he do anything? Yes, he can. So he's going to use his shifty ability to shift another extra space. Hi, how are you? And he's going to attack with his spear. Which is a +6. So it's a 21 versus your armor.
He hits.
All right. Take 1 damage from his little spear. Meh. And it's his turn. Apernir.
Okay, Apernir is going to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Fuck just happened?
Everything all right?
Ah, my window crashed. That's embarrassing. Huff, huff, huff. I'm coming. I'm coming. I gotta sit through this ad, guys. 2, 1. I no idea why that fucking happened. Alright, so you're moving. Yep.
And then he's going to pull out his hand crossbow and let loose a magical weapon strike at this kobold.
Okay.
$16 versus his AC.
Versus his AC, it's the slinger. That hits.
He is going to take 9 points of damage. And Narina, till the end of my next turn, you gain a +1 bonus to your attack roll
Nice.
and damage roll.
All right.
Oh wait, no, sorry. You get a +1 bonus to your attack rolls and a +2 bonus
1 to attack,
to
2
your
to
damage
damage.
rolls
Got it.
as magical energy transfers from my weapon to yours.
All right. And is that your turn?
And as a minor, I'm going to reload.
All right. Farvis.
I'm gonna move 3, and then right here, which should get the slinger and that spear guy. I'm going to do Scorching Burst. And even though Farvis can't see him, if the other one in that little alcove, maybe, I don't know, it's up to you.
It's an alcove, yeah.
There is. There it. I made the macros. Fucking use it. Roll.
15
That is a
versus
15
reflex.
versus reflex on all 3 of them.
No, you just make their reflexes. So they take 7 damage each.
All 3 of them.
All right.
As a rather large, a localized fireball just floats. The slinger down yet?
Nope.
How does he look?
Weird.
He's definitely bloodied. I will tell you that right now. He is bloodied. I will be putting the icon on him in just a moment. I update HP values here.
Speaking of, if you want to, the icon, I think would be as good as that half heart one. I think that'd be good. Bloodied indicator.
I am very well aware of the icons I should be using for bloodied.
Sorry.
Thank you. The icon I'm choosing to use for bloodied is indeed the half heart. Not because you said so, but because I already planned that. Okay, yeah, now have some angry kobolds. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Alright, so the slinger up in the passageway up there is gonna go ahead and sling his sling at Marina. That's gonna be a basic sling attack, which is a
Wait,
D20
doesn't he have a
plus
sling
6.
through a portcullis?
yeah, you can do it. Anyway, so it's going to be a 22
Yeah, that's a hit.
against your armor. All right. So that's going to be a slash. So he chucks a rock into your face for 3 damage. Sorry, 6 damage. Yeah. You got the 3D dice instead of the actual pump out.
Ow.
And that is his turn. It's not taking any of his minors. It's now Vander's turn.
Well, let's see. So to the kobold in front of me, I'm going to see if I can give it a backhand. This is a 21 hit his reflex.
A what? A 21? Yeah.
All right,
That's the guy in front of you you're hitting?
and I push it back 1 square. Am I allowed to move after attacking, or no?
Yes.
And I bring myself closer in suit.
Okay. And is that going to be your turn?
It'll be my turn.
Alright, it's the guy behind the portcullis' turn. It is at this point you notice that the portcullis is only effective against someone bigger than a kobold as he comes rushing out through the bars. They're crafty little fucking devils. And attacks the glued, head-bumped Minotaur with his spear, which is gonna be, +6 as 4.
Ow.
So, fuck. Rolling to confirm against your armor class.
Yeah.
20 against your armor?
Do you even confirm this?
Actually,
Crit
believe-
doesn't
wait.
do
Yeah, no,
extra
crit doesn't confirm, I don't think. Yeah.
I don't think crit does. There is no extra damage.
There
to
is.
crit. It's
Yes,
just a
there is.
guaranteed- It's just a guaranteed
max
hit
damage.
in this one.
Are you sure?
I'm sure there's
Because I'm pretty sure there's a
I
special
think
thing
it's
for
you do
crits.
max
Hang on.
damage.
Index, critical.
When attacking, you land a natural 20, and the total of your attack roll is high enough to hit the target's defense. It's a critical hit.
And Zon cuts out.
Yes,
Sorry.
so yeah, you do max damage.
Yeah.
So he just automatically does max damage. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So max damage for him is going to be 8 damage.
Okay.
And because he's a right sneaky bastard, he's going to use his shift ability to shift back behind the portcullis.
I'm not in good shape.
All right. It is your turn. As a miner, you can try and make a reflex save to shake the
what
glue off your
save?
feet. Reflex.
So how exactly do you do a reflex save in this one? Because I don't exactly see a thing that says like reflex, will, or fortitude like in other editions. Like in 3.
Yeah. So what is your bonus for
Okay,
dexterity
so
and reflex
just do that
combat?
then. Okay.
Just roll 1d20 plus that.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you are still glued up
And
and
almost
immobilized. So is that gonna be your turn? Nothing you can do
Unless
from where
you're
you
willing
are.
to let me try and do a strength check as an action to get out of this.
I will let you instead do an athletics check.
Thank you, God.
I'm gonna make it the no, sorry, yeah, no, strength check. I was gonna say I'm gonna use the same rules as the sludge in the pit.
A 15?
Yep. You wrench your feet free and you
Okay.
can now move. Bearing in mind, the one to directly above you is now safely behind the portcullis, which, while it is wide enough for him to move through, you can't really easily get your weapons through there. So as long as he's behind it, he's safe
Okay.
from melee attacks.
Well,
So you could still shift out of being in range of a slinger and that guy.
Yep.
So.
so here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Goring charge this fucker.
Did you move around
I
or
basically
through the pit?
went like here at this corner here, then turned here.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to make sure you didn't just Wile E. Coyote yourself.
Fancy feet on that goring charge.
Yeah.
Unless you're not willing to not allow it.
I
then-
he's in enough shit as it is from being stuck to the ground with that goddamn blue shot. I'm gonna let it slide this one time.
And it was until the end of your next turn, right? Does it 15 hit its AC?
Whatever he was saying, a 15 does hit his
Jesus.
AC. So roll
12 damage as I just gore him with my
He is
horns.
dead. Yeah, no, you now have a kobold for a hat. You just kind of like.
And if I can shift, I will just shift. Oh god, that would put me Shifting would put me in range of either of these guys. Shit.
Also, where you're at now, you can see that there's another one just around the corner
Yep.
that Alco just kind of look at you like,
Scorched a little bit.
Not really good. Any safe place to shift.
Well,
Nope.
do you have the ability to shift? Because that's not a natural thing in 4E.
No. Nope.
Then
I
you
can't.
Don't shift.
Yeah, shifting is a special
Never
ability
mind,
that
then.
kobolds have as an at-will. Yeah. Because they're shifty little creatures, they actually get a shift. It's dumb, but it's how 4E works. Alright, so next is the skirmisher's turn. It's going to be the one up here on the alcove.
This is going to hurt.
He's going to come out here, and he's going to go ahead
Oh,
and roll his spear,
seriously?
d20 plus 6.
Well, I'm unconscious.
So,
Jeez.
8.
So that puts me
8
at
damage.
-4 health.
Fucking
Well, how much damage
on-point
have you taken
skirmishers.
so far?
Yes, how much
I have
damage
taken-
have you taken? I have like 24.
How do you
I have
have 24
24
health?
health.
My
I would've
fighter
not
says I
done-
only have...
It's your entire con score, not your
Oh.
bonus.
Yeah.
Oh!
con
Your
score.
entire con.
I was wondering that too. It's like it's weird that the mid.
And I seriously missed-
first.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should have like 20 extra hit points
Okay,
right
give
now,
me a
motherfucker.
quick second for math, because... So that'd be 15 plus 16, so that'd be 31 HP then, so 31... Okay!
Yes! You're not even bloody yet,
Every
you
edition, it's
fucking
always been
dipshit.
using your mod.
Yeah. No. Welcome to the foray, where we decided to give everyone god health.
And
So that'd be
probably still
31.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
he's bloody now.
Honestly, he
just
could actually
got
very well
bloody.
get bloodied. He could very well be bloodied right now.
He just got bloody. He that full damage
So
hit.
31 minus 22. Yep, I'm at 9 HP. So I'm still bloodied.
No. Okay.
Let me just redo that.
Okay, and that kobold is actually gonna go ahead and shift up closer to Zahn here. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
And it's gonna be the next kobold's turn.
I need help.
Who's going to attack, and because there's another kobold with him, as he swings his spear for his normal +6, the other kobold suddenly kicks his foot out to trip you, giving him a +7 total to hit. So a
No.
16 hit your AC.
Nope.
As it was rolling, I was
He's
just waiting.
attacking Zahn.
Is it going to roll on a 20?
It's Zahn, not
It's
you.
Zahn.
It's attacking Zahn.
Nope. It's missed.
Okay. Here just kind of like, and ends his turn. All right, Flux.
Okay. So as a miner, Apernier pulls out a flask and throws it at the ground. Frick, fuck it. I can conjure darts. Apernier moves his wand and conjures a dart that shoots right into Narina. And Narina, you get a healing surge +4 as you get infused with a curative
Okay.
admixture.
Yeah, what do you think healing surges did? But they probably like filled your entire old HP value up entirely.
Alright. Healing surge.
All right. And is that your turn, Flux? You gonna take a minor as well, or move?
That was a miner.
Oh, that was a minor. Oh, that's
Yeah, my
interesting.
heals are miners. And
That's
then, yep. And then Apernier is going to move over.
That one.
Actually, yeah,
What
Apernier is
was
going
that?
to move
And
here.
plus the healing surge +6? +4.
Healing
okay.
surge +4.
So for you is probably a lot because you're a Minotaur fucking.
Alright, that brings me to
Fire.
20.
There we go. And then he's going to mutter some words of incantation, and he's going to. Okay, that doesn't really work. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna mutter some words of incantation from his wand, and thunder is gonna jump from his wand right into Vander's armor, and Vander gets a +1 to his AC until the end of my next turn, and Vander gets to make an attack.
Ooh. All right.
Wait, hold on. It says the primary target gains a +1 power bonus to AC until the next end of your next turn.
Yep.
Period. Make an attack. Period. Is that me making an attack or him making an attack?
I think it's you making an attack.
Okay, then I'm making an attack.
Okay.
That's a 14 against the Kobold
what's the-
Spearman.
What's the exact wording?
Effect. The primary target gains a +1 power bonus to AC until the end of your next turn. Period. Make an attack.
Is that in the same spot where it says primary target?
It's in the same thing in the same box as the effect.
But it's in like the same like line or of
Yeah.
words as then it's
Yes.
on that makes the attack.
Okay.
You
Zahn, you make
basically
an
just surged Zahn with energy and gave him an out of turn attack, so he gets to make a basic attack. And he
Thank you.
misses.
It's a basic attack. Is that versus reflex on?
Vampire Slam, I can use it as in place of my basic attack.
Yeah, some melee classes can basic attack their at wills.
Then it misses, and then
Punch a hole in the wall.
All right, and
and well, hold on, I'm not done yet. And then the electricity jumps out of the armor and smashes into that kobold right next to Vander.
top
That's
one
a 14 versus its fortitude.
versus its fortitude. The skirmishers have. Yep, that's a hit.
Take 9 points of thunder damage, and I guess gets slammed against the wall because it can't be pushed back.
9 of thunder. All right, the 9 bloodies it, and it smacks the wall. It didn't really travel anywhere, so it's just kind of it's a bit dizzy and knocked about, but it didn't take any damage from the slamming into the wall because it didn't actually move. And anything else?
That's it.
All right, Farvis.
All right, the wording on this is interesting, but I'm gonna do this. Y'all see Farvis, his hands come together. He starts weaving some signs, and a faint speck of blue light appears in both his hands. And he starts muttering something, and he tosses an orb at this one. And where is it? 17 versus reflex.
That is a hit.
It takes 10 damage. And then the wording on this is
Okay.
the
It is now
secondary
bloody.
attack is only versus enemies, not
Thank God.
allies in the area.
Okay.
So 20 versus reflex,
Yep.
the bloody one, he takes 5
Oh, they're
One
both
above
bloody.
him, or
the one above him takes 5 extra damage.
Okay.
One
he, ain't
second.
he ain't looking great. He's looking pretty punch drunk.
What's the range on the secondary again? Let me look real quick.
Does the
Yeah.
secondary still affect the primary as well, or just the other targets around him?
The primary no, the
Okay, so it hits him and then shockwaves out from him.
yeah, shockwaves
Okay.
out to him, any adjacent ally to him. So yeah.
Yeah, any adjacent ally. Got it.
I mean, yeah, there you go.
Okay. And
That's it.
okay, that's it.
Do a quick check. It appears that I was supposed to make that attack.
I'll just remember that for next time.
Just
Yeah,
gonna
it's a very small sentence. It's very confusing. It just says make an attack.
check something here. There's my
It does seem rather fucking broken if I could just give you a free attack and a boost and make me attack.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of the Warlord's gimmick, and I think the Warlord doesn't get that at will.
yeah. All right, so it's gonna be the Slinger's turn. Who's gonna?
Do nothing, because we preempted you, fucking dragon fucker.
3.
He stands there like, where'd everybody
Four.
go?
It's running out, but
Actually, you know what he's gonna do? They'll bolt down this way. and leave the initiative order.
Now I just have alerted kobolds everywhere. Much better.
All right,
Oh,
it's the skirmisher up here's turn.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna poke his way out here. How you doing?
Hello.
And he's gonna make his attack. And as he attacks with his spear, both of the other kobolds try to throw some dirt from the ground in your face, giving him an additional +2 for a total of +8 to his d20.
As if you.
For a total of 16. As they both just go, fuck his head!
With a quick sweep of my cape, I block the dust flying to my eyes, and I deflect the spear as it comes towards me. You miss my AC.
Okay. And he's gonna use his biter to hop back behind the portcullis.
Can he shift through the fucking stone?
He's doing diagonally.
Well, no, because technically he's doing it diagonally around the corner. He's like rolling himself around the corner through the bars. Like, wow. All right.
By the way, Narina, you didn't expend a healing surge, by the way. You got healed.
Okay,
You did not
so I
expend
didn't
it.
use one of my own. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the difference for the artificer.
Alright. Now, since these are considered at-will attacks, I can just do these, correct? In place of, like, regular weapon attack? Okay.
Yes. At wills mean you can do them any turn.
Yep.
And counters mean
and
you
they
only can do
never
them
run
once.
out.
Yeah, once per encounter,
Okay.
daily, once per day.
So, out of curiosity, what is the rules about, like, pushing an enemy into the square of another enemy?
I think that just starts creating a conga line of pushes.
I'm pretty sure if you don't have a power that does
I
it,
do.
you can't do it.
I do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some powers do. Yeah. So if you were to push him into his ally space, his ally would then have to get pushed
Which
into his
is
space.
the wall, so I'm going to guess no, not in this case.
No, he would basically get sponged out into the nearest unoccupied space. Or he would push into Zon and push Zon back.
That would push him into the fucking pit.
So probably best not to do that. Oh, push
No.
the kobold.
Push the
into
kobold
it.
into the pit.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the kobold can attempt to do a strength to push into Zon instead of falling into the pit.
All right.
Is how I'm going to rule
Ace,
that.
I'm going to use my at-will Tide of Iron. So let's see. Does this hit?
Laugh if it misses.
A 17 to AC.
Oh,
Okay,
that hits.
so Tide of Iron. Blah, 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 blah. Is that the one? Yes. Let's see. Attack. You hit the target. Right? Okay, you hit the target, and you push the target one square if it is your size, smaller than you, or one size category larger. You can then shift into that space that the target once occupied.
Okay. And
Yes, it
do any
does.
damage?
Basically, it says hit one weapon plus strength mod, so I guess that's standard.
Yeah. So whatever your weapon, so whatever your weapon's normal damage is plus strength. Modifier, not total.
Oh, come on, really? Yep,
So you
so
do
I
5 damage
push
to it.
this guy up into that guy.
Or you push its corpse, which I'm thinking.
Nope, he's alive.
Okay.
Okay, he's gonna get pushed into his buddy here. His buddy is going to do a.
I think it says
How am I
strength.
gonna rule this? Well, yeah, but I'm trying to think of what that's gonna be against for Zon. I'm gonna do strength versus reflex on Zon.
Okay.
So his strength is a -1. Oh yeah, no, he definitely goes, "Wah!"
He bounces off the wall and falls straight into the pit.
Okay, and he falls into the pit, which triggers something.
Triggers the final sacrifice to Globulax, the Glue Lord. We have to fight Globulax. Challenge rating 20. Good luck, guys.
Jublix now just suddenly spawns out of the pit. Hello.
mighty goo dragon that they were summoning.
Suddenly a Goodra from Pokemon just shows up. What am I doing here? And he takes... Oh my god, perfect. He takes 1 damage and dies as the goo softens under him, slightly cushioning his blow, but still impaling him on punji sticks hidden under the slime. For 1 damage, taking out his 1 remaining HP. As he gets killed on his own slime-covered punji stick.
That's sad.
I know you guys joked earlier about the punji sticks, but that was actually a thing in the module. They have punji sticks in that goo.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
Okay. So the guy you pushed is not happy. So he's gonna attempt to just kind of
The
lash
guy
out.
he pushed is dead. Oh no, the guy.
No, he's alive. He's gonna attempt to lash out with his plus
Nope.
6, so a
That's a
16
miss.
to your armor class. Okay. It just kind of clinks off you.
I was just expecting you to roll another nat 20.
And I know I was too. That'd been hilarious. And now it's Apnir.
Fuck it. Fuck that kobold. Apnir moves his wand, mutters some incantations, and Thunder jumps to Narina. She shoots
Okay.
the kobold.
What roll do I make, or is it a roll you make?
No,
You just make a
no rolls.
basic weapon.
No,
Oh, he doesn't make anything?
no, I checked it. I make the roll.
Okay.
Nope, I did not shoot the kobold. But that's cool, because the thunder goes to the kobold.
I'm curious. Is
15 against...
Fortitude.
It's...
I looked it up. Do you
Takes
think
10 damage and gets and
exactly
gets pushed.
enough needed to finish him off.
And then he's going to move to right here. Actually, right there. That's my turn.
All right. Arvis?
one? Farvis would have seen that kobold walking through. I've already measured. So
Yeah.
3, 4. You're ugly, and I will try to.
Your mother.
I will try to magic missile him in the face.
That is the entirety of your response. Is it actually saying your mother is ugly? I think it just says your mother. He clearly doesn't understand your mama jokes.
So you
Armor
actually
versus
have to roll
reflex
to
is a
hit
hit.
with magic missile?
7 damage. Yes.
Yes.
you did. Since I get to use it unlimitedly, yes, it gets an attack roll for the for.
Yeah. That is the trade-off to magic missile, literally just being you firing off a pistol shot.
I'm shooting a magic blue bullet for free.
Yeah, he's literally spirit gunning at this thing.
In fact, you see Farvis hold up his hand in a
Yeah,
gun
Electric
formation.
Urameshi over here.
You see Farvis go, "You're ugly," and then put his hand up in a gun,
Just go
in a
bang.
gun, and just bang, and shoot out a fucking magic missile.
I was stunned on magic missile. Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
All right, Vander, it is your turn. Note the kobold is still safely behind the portcullis.
Is he?
You can attempt, if you want, to try and force it open. Or you can do whatever you're doing here and go for some kind of a ranged attack, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, they
So-
were making range attacks through it, so I thought it would be.
Yeah,
perfect.
no, range attacks do work through it. It's big enough for a small creature or smaller to get through.
Does that hit his will?
Versus his will. Oh, I'm actually gonna no, that does not.
All right.
He
resists-
outwills your attempts.
He resists the call.
He doesn't hear the bells.
Would you like to do anything else?
That is all I can do.
Okay, it is gonna be his turn again.
They're alive. They're just over there. Go look.
No. Gonna kind of like stroke his little koboldy chin, and think for a moment that he kind of tilts his head as if he hears something behind him, and just kind of sighs and nods and just goes, "Connor!" Charges at Zahn. Plus 6, 21.
Yep, that hits.
All right.
You've been getting
Yep.
pretty good rolls.
He's had what, 2 or 3 nat 20s?
Pokes you for 1 damage with a little stick.
Twice.
I think that's the same.
And
You're nicking me.
he's gonna shift back, not quite into the safety of the portcullis, but he's kind of just weirdly stepping back.
Okay, I'm going to move here. Again, Tide of Iron, and specifically going to try and move him so that he goes down a square back here.
Okay.
Against AC, 15. Damn it!
Ooh, no. Tied his AC and Defender wins. He knocks you away with the spear. No!
Shit. That was my
Is that
turn.
your turn? Alright, Flux.
You can shoot through ally squares, just for the record,
Yes.
I think. In
Yep.
4E.
Foray finally realized that having to roll to not hit your allies is dumb.
Even though it can lead to...
Your allies all look behind you, and basically they all do the splits as you shoot over their heads.
Or they just jump up and do a fucking like karate split.
Or the dwarf just looks up and goes, "Oh, there's an error."
There's a breeze.
Epinir's going to move up. Over here. Can I still see him?
Yep.
Okay. And he's going to point his implement at his weapon and cast a magic weapon. (14) versus its AC.
That is a miss.
Okay, cool. Vander and Farvis get a +1 to their attack rolls and +3 to damage rolls till the end of my next turn.
Cool. So it's now Farvis's turn?
Yes.
Alright, Farvis.
Alright, well, now I need to type it out, because if I use the power, it'll do stupid. Roll D20 plus 6, then. Magic Missile versus Kobold Idiot. 21 to Reflex?
That is a hit.
Right, so that is... One D4 plus 7. 11 damage.
Ooh, nice.
As you see him pull out his hand again and just go, "I hope you die from this."
All right. That just hits him square in the fucking chest, doing some serious damage. He's bloodied and bleeding from the little magic hole left. He's not looking too good.
I didn't think it was going to do that much damage. Can we like see through the hole?
No, but he's clearly he's kind of gripping it with one hand against him, kind of like holding the spearhead against him, and kind of flipping you off with the other finger. All right, Vander.
I move up. I do. Does 18 hit his fortitude?
Yep.
All right. So he takes 11 damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he takes 14.
Oh, yeah, 14.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I
14.
did
All right.
+7 instead of +4.
Yeah.
+5.
He just kind of looks up at you as you attack him and just spits and says, rotten hell bastard, and dies.
Yep. I catch his main artery and I snap it, and as the blood flows into me, I gain temporary hit points.
Choke on it.
Okay.
What? Why are you drinking the blood? What's going on here?
It's gonna look away a bit queasy.
Let's see, I gain.
You gotta boil the blood down first, then it makes a paste, then you add it to food. Don't know how to cook.
Not tomato.
So,
He's not a ketchup vampire.
quick
Ketchup,
question: what does cobalt blood taste like?
Very kind of coppery.
Right. While he's asking this, Farvis has a scorching.
It's like sucking on a
Burst.
penny.
Farvis has a scorching burst ready for down the hallway. He's just eyeing it. As soon as he sees somebody, he wants to fucking blow up.
Nobody's coming, and
Okay.
combat has actually now
In
ended.
that case,
So, does anybody want to pick up the
So
spears?
you can see, by the way, through the portcullis, that the lever for the portcullis is that little knob a couple spaces behind the portcullis.
Do we
You know-
take a short rest?
Yeah, we could take a short rest, but I can go ahead and open that if we want.
Okay.
That way, or we can. You know, I got a better idea. Why don't we take all these bodies and we freaking put them in the portcullis, so even if they come, they can't shoot at us.
like an undead, like a body palisade.
Yeah,
Alright,
let's
let's
just
at least
block it off.
grab the
Why not?
spears.
A little body barricade.
I grab the
bodycade.
spears I can.
Yeah,
Do the slingers?
you grab up the spears.
Do
The slingers,
Okay.
the slingers did in
I'm going
fact have
to
spears.
I'm going to
Oh,
put
okay.
them down right here.
Did Narita? Did you just get in the pool to
Uh,
get that one, Goblins?
The pool is only 10 feet deep, so
That was-
if she
You know, I could.
if
I
she's
could grab-
careful, it makes a reflex check. She could try and ease
in-
herself down.
instead of that, I can just grab it with my,
Magic hand, magic hand, magic hand, magic
Again,
hand.
Where
long
that?
range. Okay, I've only mentioned it like 4 times. Farvis is starting to get snippy about the fact that he has fucking magic.
He's got magic hands.
I magic.
I got magic hands, bitches. Just let me use them.
About to catch these magic hands.
Okay.
I mage hand the spear of the one in the pit.
Okay, it takes a few seconds as the mage hand clearly kind of struggles against the sticky stuff it's fallen into, but it eventually pulls it out of the pit.
Okay.
Over to you.
So during the short breaks, that's when we can use our healing surges, right? Okay, I'll just use.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, now at least on the Mythweavers, when it says hail.
You get surge per day. You can only use up to your charisma modifier, I believe. No, wait. It's half,
Quarter.
quarter of your number per day.
Yep.
And they heal for whatever your heal surge. So right now, that would probably, for me, that'd be 2. I could only use 2 per day.
That
Wait,
seems
what?
low.
No.
You can
Yeah, I'm-
no. Right, per class, you get 6.
You can spend as many healing surges as you want during a short rest.
Oh, I thought there was a limit.
No, you're a wizard, right? You should have.
No,
6.
I didn't take any damage, so it doesn't matter for me.
I'm going to spend a healing surge and start mixing up another dart.
Okay.
Farvis is just. Farvis has
Healing.
put his back against this wall here, and he's just eyeing that corner, and he has the whole time he has a scorching blast ready. He's gonna go off if he sees
Healing
something.
infusion makes no fucking sense on how you do it.
Alright, I just use a healing surge, give myself 7 HP.
I think the idea is you're refining your healing surges into a actual
Yeah, but it
object.
doesn't. Yes, but it never clarifies how you what the vehicle for
Yeah, like whether
administration
you're like
is.
taking a deep breath to heal or.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, if he's making a potion or something.
Yeah, if I'm making a potion, I'm making a flask, or what the fuck I'm making.
And it doesn't. It's weird. He's essentially fluff-wise, he's essentially taking his own life potential life energy with magic and turning it into an object.
Or I can take someone else's.
Oh, is it time?
I guess about that music.
Yeah, I'll let you guys finish up your rest stuff, but I don't think with 13 minutes left of the session we want to go ahead and start another big fight.
Unfortunately.
Get YOLO. Get that. Get that door down.
Well, can I at least, I guess, as a final action, try and do a strength check to just lift the portcullis?
Yes, you can.
You know, magic hands, and you see Farvis actually stomp his feet and go, magic hand, I can open it.
Like,
Okay.
it's already played the riff.
I want you to try it. Magic hand.
I magic hand the knob.
All right, you magic hand the knob behind the portcullis, and it opens.
Disembodied hand made of
Kind of hard to tell because it's
magic.
kind of invisible.
No, it's a light blue. You actually,
Oh, really? I thought it was
actually like a
invisible.
little floaty hand.
yeah. Every time I make it, it's like a light blue.
I thought it was something
like
that
a-
only
like a
the
little
caster
ghost
could
hand.
see.
No, that's
It foray, it is a literal ghost hand that just shows up.
I always imagined it like those little gloved hands or like the pointers on the Kingdom Hearts games.
in
You know
most
what?
editions.
Yes.
In most editions, it's a ghost hand because in 5e you actually arcane trickster. Its whole thing is about turning his invisible. It's not normally
fact,
invisible.
My new headcanon is that Mage Hand now just spawns a little mini version of Master Hand.
Yeah, mine was always either the little Final Fantasy pointer.
Yeah.
It had like a glove on.
Magic hand. See, I summon it and make it.
Actually gives a little thumbs up after it does it.
See,
But push the lever, gives a little thumbs up, boss, and disappears with a little wave. Okay, so first session of 4E.
I like it.
I liked it. I think the combat will go faster as people understand the thing.
Yeah, as you get used to your abilities, combat does actually speed up. The first few combats in 4E are kind of a little weird because it's so different.
Like comparing it to
most other
3.5 Pathfinder and 5e.
Yeah.
I liked it. I like the personality I picked for Farvis. I like the system. What about you, Flux?
It's okay. I have concerns about some of the mechanics I've seen, but it was good so far.
Well, your concerns about the mechanics are going to quickly get balanced out by the fact that as the monsters start scaling level, they start using those mechanics back on you.
Well, no, it's more the fact that the modifiers to rolls to hit do not seem comparative to the modifiers for rolls to increase